long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away, luminous beings awoke to a new reality. Hi everyone, my name is Philip, and I am the living force here on Luminous Beings, a Star Wars game connected to another Star Wars game, as has now been revealed. And surrounding me are the luminous beings themselves. Hello, players.
Hello.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Hello.
Totally super.
Love it. Guys, I'm really super excited about tonight's game. I think there's going to be some fun. Just the format of this system, I'm so into, because the last thing you all remember is you were cracking open a crypt, and maybe about to get some answers. Cool. Tight. For those who are sort of joining us here, basically, if you were to simply only watch on Sundays, you could watch Luminous Beings in order, and you will see the adventures of 4 individuals who now find themselves in new bodies, being told that they perished 4,000 years ago. But if you were to watch on Sundays and Mondays, you will see one continuous story as who is in control of these bodies will switch off from night to night between 8 players controlling a single narrative. We've actually done a thing. If you go to our Discord and check out our recaps, we are now posting it. I did it today, so you have the recaps of Luminous Beings and the recaps of Crude Matter. If you just want to go through those for players, I recommend that way. If you ever want to see what happened in your own game, you can read just through yours. But we also have one that's called Combined Luminous Beings Crude Matter Recaps, and that is if anybody wants to read through like the continuous story of back and forth. It's all a matter of point of view, which is relevant in a Star Wars game from a certain point of... I'm not even going to finish that one because you guys are all there. Let me, now for the first time I have to do this, let me go back and remember what happened to you all, the last thing that you remember. And basically it was that after you crash-landed on a cathedral ship floating in the middle of space, and succumbed to strange lightning storms, pink lightning, and an odd amber glow, you all awoke sitting around a table in bodies that were not your own. Layala and Lauke, I don't know why I say Lauke every time. Layala and Lauke, a pair of chiss, now find themselves in the bodies of a purple-skinned Twi'lek and a red-skinned Zabrak, respectively. Boz Cramey, who was once immune, now finds himself in the tendrilled body of a Thalothian. And Eisdark Strauss, once a proud Trandoshan, is now encased in the sort of strange, purple-skinned, 6-fingered, vocal cordless body of an animate. However, Eisdark was fairly quickly able to remember that animates don't have vocal cords, and he figured out how to properly use the vocabulator, which seems to, read his lip movements and translate words in kind of a very eerie monotone.
My very attractive voice is back again, so there's nothing to worry about.
In addition, this group found themselves they eventually, there was this weird gold droid who was calling them all different names like Kyra and Doom and Sanguinary and Adelard. They sort of sent this droid away. Eventually they were visited both by a blue glowing major domo of a species none of them had seen before, and the lord of this station, Lord Ryth, who shared with them the fact that they have been dead for 4,000 years, though he also mentioned rather sort of was rather clear with them that it is entirely possible that this is just some weird trick, so he doesn't wholly believe them. But he was sort of happy to assist them in finding out what happened. He took them down below to a section of the ship he said was somewhat dangerous. Our group were going to be looking at their own corpses. They were told they were taken to a crypt, but Boz heard a strange voice speaking a language when he effectively like said it out, like he kind of repeated the eerie whispering he was hearing that no one else was, everyone was a little unnerved as the words being said were apparently, "Stay dead, Spectre," in the ancient Sith tongue. The Sith being a people that none of you are very familiar with. I think Eyesdark had maybe heard of them as a possible weird thing out there, but none of you had apparently.
He mentioned them as like a species that the Dark Jedi's get settled with or something. That's about all we know about.
Yeah, some
civilization. My understanding is there are not Dark Jedi. There are Jedi. Half are in one place and half are in another. Yeah. They are just themselves. There's not a dark and a light. It's just there's two halves.
I mean, you know better than I do, mate. It's all mumbo jumbo to me.
To myself as well. These are words I don't fully understand, but this is what they do.
I get you.
In any event, Lord Rythe, hearing these words, said something cryptic about one of his descendants, and he took one of the candles that Boz Cramey was holding and swept off into the dark. The others pried open the crypt, upon which, in High Galactic, translated by Eyesdark Strauss, was written, "Unknown Trandoshan, may you find the peace you did not find in life." And as Layala, meanwhile, pulled her holdout blaster, like not wanting to, sort of saying this was a mistake, as the rest of them opened this tube and looked inside. We are now going to go to Layala, because that's the last thing any of you remember.
Do we not have an invocation?
Oh, we do.
Okay.
But I'm sort of setting the scene here.
Oh.
So, we will now be, as you all kind of go to the dark once again, an invocation. The people are always afraid of something, and with good reason. Why stoke false fears when the truth is already so terrifying? The trick is getting them to realize their fears in the manner most beneficial to your own ends. Sistros Nevet, Sage of Duarte. Layala, you are wearing a rather fancy nightgown. It's not like super revealing or anything, but it's very sort of comfortable. Lots of different layers of very fine sort of silks and lace. You are in a canopy bed. There is a dull green glow in the chamber, and you have the distinct feeling that there is someone at the foot of the bed, standing there. The room feels lived in and present. You are also up on your elbows, as if you've half sat up, but you still do feel a bit groggy, like you were asleep.
Okay, and do I have a weapon? Can I feel around for a weapon?
I'm gonna say make a luck roll.
All right.
I think it's highly likely that Kyra sleeps with a weapon, but whether or not Layala instinctively grabs it will be a matter of luck.
I sure hope so. A 26.
That is below your
That is
luck.
a hard success.
Your hand just kind of instinctively goes under the pillow, and you pull out a holdout blaster.
I will aim it to where I presume there is someone standing at the end of the bed and say, "Who are you? Where am I?"
Oh. A voice kind of chuckles. The voice sounds slightly muffled, as if they're speaking not through a vocoder box, but just that their mouth is somewhat deadened or masked. They say, "Chesko Patisa."
What language is this?
Well, what languages do you speak? Let's go that way.
Basic Tune and Cybisti?
You don't recognize these words.
I do not. I don't. What in the void are you trying to say?
A hand enters the canopy bed. Gloved hands, sweeps it open, and you see there, lit by the pale light of the green planet outside your window, in this otherwise purple chamber. I'm gonna say that actually, well, we'll see what you see in a moment. You do hear like a trickling of water. Is one of those servants wearing an Al-Sakani style robe with a gold face mask. This person also has a blaster and sort of points at you and says, "Put it down, Patissa."
That's not my name. What's a Batista?
This person says a few more words to you in that language.
No comprende. I don't understand what you are saying. Now you want to put that blaster down?
This person is actually, in response to this, as I think about it, this person's going to make a psychology roll against you. It's not a contested one. They roll an 11. It's definitely a male presence. He sort of pauses, and actually he does kind of like, his blaster goes down and says, "You don't speak Huttese. I never met a Twi'lek who doesn't speak Huttese before. Especially not one in your line of work. Kyra."
Well, I'm just full of surprises, and so are you apparently, just coming here and surprising me in my bed chamber. Which is where we are.
I don't smell any spice.
Would I be familiar with what spice is?
Make a culture roll. General culture. You were on Batu for a minute. How quick did you learn about... Step 1, learn about the drugs.
That does seem like a pretty fast thing that would happen on Batu.
I fail that.
You have no idea what spice is.
I don't have any spices. Why would I have spices in a room? You don't do cooking in your... Unless, you know what, the Twi'leks, they might. I don't know. Well, anyway, what are you doing in here?
I thought I was gonna come and talk to Kyra. But you seem pretty fried, sweetheart.
I'm not fried. I'm frightened of you coming into my bedchamber with a blaster out at me.
Tell you what, Patissa. Put down your blaster.
Sounds like a
or my friend on the side of your bed there won't put one behind your pretty little head tails. How's that sound?
Can I sense, can I do a psychology roll or something to figure out if there's actually something?
You can do a psychology roll for sure. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry. That is a 62, so I think that's a fail. Hold on.
You have, I'll phrase it like this. You sense no deception on this person's part. You sense, and the fact that they're just like, they seem very like confident with you pointing a blaster at them.
I will not aim it at you, but I'm not going to put it down. How's that sound? And I will bring it down. What do you want?
What do you have on Kabul?
On kebab?
Kabul.
Like the food.
Damn it. She's out of her gourd. All right, hold on. He pushes back his hood. You see sort of dark hair. It's kind of hard to tell. There's not much light in here. And then he removes his gold face mask. And staring at you is the most handsome, red-skinned individual you've ever seen. And he just sort of smiles at you. Let's try this again. He kind of smirks. And Layala, suddenly you smell the most pleasant musk. It's strange. It's relaxing. Would you please make a willpower roll?
Oh. 77.
And all of a sudden, this guy, he just seems like a very trusted and very handsome individual. Now, Kyra, as I was saying, have you worked much with Kobold?
I honestly don't know what you're talking about.
Who ran the last scam you were in on? No judgment. Who were you working with? The Pikes?
No.
The Phaline? You must be up to something with your lifestyle.
Well, I've been up to a lot that has been brand new to me. So I'm in a new line of work, just trying to learn as much as I can about this place. I've decided to become an investigator, so that's what I'm doing here right now.
Who sent you?
Figuring stuff out.
Who sent you here? He smiles, and I have to repeat, Layala. You like and trust this person.
I know, I'm telling the truth, okay?
Who sent you?
My family sent me.
Who's your family? Is it one of the major families? Tynese? Hapens? Who's your family?
The Stybla.
Stybla. He gets closer and sits on the edge of your bed, kind of leans in towards you. Where are the Stybla based? What planet?
Nowhere here.
Is it a Twi'lek outfit?
Why are you so curious?
Why are you
You're
so evasive?
You're trying to learn an awful lot about me. Why don't you tell me about yourself?
Fair enough. My name's Mavis. Wait, is that right? Yes, Mavus. And I work for Cabal.
For the beacon.
At least I did. But Kyra, the Stybla, now that's interesting. Who are they?
They're just my family. And you probably haven't
Your
heard
blood
about
family?
Dude. And I would not know anything about Twi'lek hierarchy or families or
you have
anything,
you have no knowledge
Okay.
of Twi'lek stuff.
Okay. It's getting real warm in here. Can I turn on the light?
No. Kyra. He still has his blaster on you. You're a resistant young woman, I have to say.
Well, I am pretty stubborn. That being said,
Stybla.
I don't.
Kyra Stybla, is that your name?
Well,
Remember,
Sure. Yeah.
you trust and like this person.
We will go with, sure, call me that.
Well, you...
Okay, I trust him implicitly.
Yeah, I'm sorry to sort of force this. You've been charmed. It's the D&D equivalent of he's charmed.
Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I wasn't sure what level. Okay, fine. My name is Stybla'uk'eanuro, but you can call me Lyala. I'm not from around here.
Okay. Well, you're not gonna do me much good then. Stybla'uk'eanuro?
Yes.
I guess I can see how you'd get Kyra out of that. Darling, Patissa, this was all just a bad dream.
Listen here.
He shoots you. Please make an endurance roll.
A what roll?
Endurance.
Oh boy. Can I use a force point to reroll?
You may. What did you roll?
98.
What is your endurance number? What is your score for endurance? 58. So yes, you are just at the point that that's not an auto crit. I'm actually going to tell you though. I would save your force point.
Okay. Well, ouch.
Lyala, you are hit with a stun blast. And you pass back out. And you awaken.
Oh, damn it.
Several hours later.
In the bed?
You're in the bed. The room lights are beginning to come on. And in fact, I'm going to cut to all of you as you all awaken in very comfortable beds aboard this station in your own chambers. Boz, you awaken in a room that is has a lot of beautiful no, you awaken in a room, just kidding. Lauke, you awaken in a room with all sorts of beautiful like animal heads, taxidermy. Very sort of rustic. Boz, you awaken in a chamber, I don't quite recall what color it was, but I will find it. Your room has a very cool marble statue of two spaceships in combat. It is blue in color, and then Eyes Dark, you awaken in a very comfortable chamber that has a large library within it.
Oh.
The lights are all sort of automatically turning on, as often happens on ships and sort of space stations. It's not like an aggressive turning on, but it's kind of like sort of signaling like, daytime hours or whatever.
And the last thing I remember is just putting my hand over the coffin.
That is correct. So all of you basically like start awake. Lyala, you kind of more groggily come to. Just in the thing, you notice the canopy bed has been closed.
Okay. And can I look to see if I have any marks from the stun gun?
You feel no marks on you. But yeah, you are all in separate chambers. The last thing you remember was being in that crypt, and now you've all awoken.
This is confusing.
Can I run out into the hall?
Absolutely. If you get up into the hall, you do notice that there is that gold-plated droid that says, "Oh, good morning, Mrs. Kyra. I'm glad that you're getting an active start to the day." And you rush out into the hall, and you see several fancy doors along a hallway. You also see a couple of those servants in the sort of pastel blue and purple robes sort of moving around, kind of like nodding to you as they pass.
Okay, can I ask the gold robot, where Lauke is? But I described what he is. I forget the name.
Oh, you mean Sanguinary? Sanguinary.
Yes.
Sanguinary's chamber is right there. Would you like me to knock and see if
No, I will. Okay. So I run to the door and just bang on it and shout for him. Lauke!
Just a second. Where are we? And
we're in rooms. Just come out here.
I'll go open the door.
You see that Twi'lek standing there in like a nightgown. You are probably just wearing
purple.
like pants or something. Still purple, yeah.
You're still whatever.
Gold droid
Where are
says,
the
"Oh dear, you're acting strange again. Perhaps I should go tell Lord Rythe.
No. You are not going anywhere. You are not telling anyone anything. I just had a bad dream. Where are the others?
Well, there and there.
Yes,
I'm so glad that you want to get an active start to the day.
Can I make sure I have any weapons or anything that are around the room on my person before I leave?
Everything you had yesterday is there.
Right.
So you can kind of pretty quickly just like pack yourself back together.
Okay, I'll just come out the room and just kind of survey the situation. All right, cool. So everyone is still in the wrong body. Good to see that hasn't changed.
Well, apparently.
What's going on?
I'm not sure if it was a dream or what it was, but I had something, one of those metal face folk just shot me with a blaster, stunned me, I don't know.
Madam Kyra.
Which one?
I assure you that is not the case.
It was a dream, robot. Go get the other one. Go get...
Oh.
The man, the other one. With the...
Mr. Adelard Dunard?
Yes, that one. Thank you. You're
All
doing
right.
great.
Very good. Eyes Dark, you're in your chamber. Your vocoder mask is actually like not on you. It's like next to your thing, but you can easily secure it if you'd like. Your clothes are all sort of out. You're wearing a very simple sort of robe.
I look for my gun.
Okay.
Which I assume I do not find.
You do not find your antique, or you do not find your rifle, no.
And I just kind of curse a little under my breath, and then I put on the robe, get up, and I walk out.
Are you gonna put on your armor or just the robe? It's not D&D rules. You can put on armor pretty quick in these space age days.
I'm just gonna put on my robe.
Understood.
I think Eyes Dark is just a little bit over this right now.
Eyes Dark, I'll tell you what. Go ahead and just roll me a look roll as you just kind of, glance around for your old weapon.
I came prepared today. Let's see. 30.
Exactly.
33. I think that's a success.
That is a success.
That's a success.
It is a normal success. Very good. You glance around. Yeah, you're pretty confident. You're pretty confident that weapon is not here. So Eyes Dark sort of steps out and you see that gold droid and says, "Good morning, Mr. Adelard. How are you doing today?"
Well, it appears that I am still in my body, so I am not great. This is not my body, I should say, and so.
Oh dear. So this.
I don't remember finding my other body, which we went to look at either. So.
Speaking of that, am I the only one who? The last thing I remember, we were opening coffins at the bottom of the ship.
That's what we were.
Everyone's shared experience.
No, well, yes, I do remember that. But then after that, I was woke. I snapped awake or snapped back into myself or something, and there was one of those gold face guys, and he kept thinking I was Kyra.
Have we seen any gold face guys since we've been in new bodies?
Oh yeah, it's like the servants here. All those people in those robes.
So they still have the weird masks.
Mm-hmm. And that was no one you saw had weird masks in your old bodies. You only saw one person.
Right.
Yeah, it's since you've been in these bodies, you've seen these people with gold filigrees. And you're kind of like, have you seen any gold masked people? And Psalm 34 just kind of goes, with like gold protocol droid.
You don't count. Your whole face is gold.
Yeah, except. And can I dismiss the gold robot? Just like get out of earshot. I'm gonna talk about lady things. Just go away.
Well, you talk to me about. You overshare a lot. Wait. Do you need me to track your cycle? I don't think. Oh, okay. He kind of, according to he just walks into your bedroom and closes the door.
Okay.
And now you guys are just in the hallway.
Right.
So this servant guy with the gold face
Wait. Should we maybe duck in to the room?
It's probably a good call.
Good idea. Let's do that.
Whose room are you going into?
You can go back to mine.
Go back into the
Yeah.
room. Okay.
This one lifted his mask, and he was some sort of red really handsome, had eyes that just like peered into your soul, that made you just want to forget everything and run away.
I feel like you might be getting a bit off track there.
Oh no, I'm sorry. He had some sort of weird influence on me. I just really implicitly trusted. I told him things that I wouldn't tell people under torture. I don't know why. Anyway.
What kinds of things?
Nothing just that I wasn't from here. I told him my name, but he still thought I was Kyra. And I told him I wasn't from around here, but I didn't tell him we were Chiss. I was Chiss.
Well,
that is most interesting.
Yes.
It looks like I wasn't looking for you.
Well, nobody's looking for me. We're 4,000 years in the future. Of course no one's looking for me.
I'd like to start examining my body, if I can.
Understood. Make a,
Whoa! They got bedrooms for that.
All right.
Make a, oh, you know what? This body even has it. Go ahead and make a touch roll. He added it to this, so you actually have the touch sense to kind of like feel around.
It's my body.
Nice. That's a fail. Let me use a force point. I want to try and reroll that.
I think that's sure.
I reroll the 10 part, right?
No, you reroll a whole. If you spend a force point, you reroll everything.
Well, that was an improvement. That's a hard success.
A hard success. You kind of like you get your bearings in the thing. You know, like you're not in the stuff, but you have this kind of like the exterior robe over you, and you just feel, and something feels odd, and then you go to the pocket, and you open the pocket, and you pull out a small, about this big, device.
Oh no.
And I think
what is this?
Anyone can make a repair roll looking at that, just to like understand what it is, I suppose. Although this is honestly, actually, I'm gonna make you do it, Lyala, because you are from another area. For anybody else, if you want to roll a repair, it's actually an easy task to find out what this is, even 4,000 years in the future.
26.
Why not?
Okay.
And
Where's
that
the repair skill?
It's under your mental talents.
that isn't a hard success.
Very good. Lyala kind of has this just based on, and I'm probably, use computers would also be fine for that, but in any case, Lyala looks at this, and Lyala, he is clearly holding a simple sound recording device.
That is a simple sound recording device.
Why are you recording us?
All of you, check yourselves. See if there has been, if there any changes, if there is a new scar, something to
Sure.
communicate.
Can I check myself?
Everyone, go
Unless you
ahead.
said everything is the same.
I'll tell you what, because Tyler, well, never, I shouldn't say that. It took you a roll to find that. The rest of you can feel your bodies, and you're pretty confident there's nothing hidden on your person.
Wait a minute. Is it recording now?
Yes, it is currently active. You see, like, there's like a little sound.
How
wave
long
on the
has it
side.
been active?
Oh, I press stop.
Mm-hmm.
Rewind
And
it.
then-
See what it says.
I do that. If
You rewind it, you hear that it has been active for about, we'll say 7 or 8 hours. 7 hours. You heard it clunkily turn on, and then you heard some like. Actually, you wouldn't have heard anything because he would have had his vocabulator mask off. So you just heard some shuffling sounds and it was dropped into a pocket. And then you kind of heard some snoring. And then you heard yourself getting dressed and this conversation.
Why were you?
That's all I heard
your
was just
sleep?
snoring.
Yes, I'll say no psychology roll required. You suspect this person turned this on before going to sleep.
Okay.
Probably you
Or it
did
was turned
right?
on. But you since you didn't hear any
This is
Make it-
perfect.
make an analyze roll.
Can I like?
Or
try to
sorry,
figure out-
a calculate roll. For under mental calculate.
Okay.
Would this
Can I
be?
try to?
Oh, that's a success. Well, that's a low one too.
You hear no doors opening or anything, so you're fairly confident that the person in that chamber must have turned it on.
Okay.
Is it broadcasting somewhere?
Somebody could make a use computer check to try to determine that.
I'll try.
I don't have any of those kinds of skills.
Hard success.
Great.
Nice.
Even though this is not your kind of tech, you've gotten pretty good at like, you're like, okay, I get the basics here. It's a simple thing. It is not broadcasting. This thing has 100 hours of storage on it, and it is currently completely empty. So it has 92 hours left, basically.
So you're saying that you put it in your pocket, but not you, the you that you're inside.
This is my thinking. Look, everybody here thinks that we are someone else, but we know we are us. But we black out for hours. That means someone else, those others, someone, I do not know. But apparently I put this in my pocket, but I do not remember.
Right.
But everyone else remembers someone else, yeah?
If they're trying to figure out what we're up to in their bodies, then maybe we should try and make an alliance with them.
I agree.
I mean,
So
we have the recorder, right?
somebody
We could
else.
just record a message for them.
How do we know it's not the creepy guy who led us down to the crypt
Right,
and
I mean,
then
that's
left
the
us
other
there?
We can have it's a very simple test to find out, I think. I take the recorder and I record. I go, my name is Azdak Stross. I am in the body of an anomid of a name that I will say right now. Everyone else calls me this.
Sure.
I am with 3 other companions.
Hello.
Hi.
That is Buzz, Leia,
Right.
and
Gonna stay silent.
then the silent one is Lauke. We occupy your bodies, I think, or
This
perhaps this is being heard by someone else. But if you get this, please reply. We wish to go see our old buddies, but apparently we forgot what happened when we were there last in the crypts. Perhaps you can tell us why we are no longer there.
Also, we'll take good care of your bodies while we're in them, I promise.
Right. We're also wondering what you're doing
click
here. All right.
I'm sorry, Buzz, what was it you to say?
Well, I mean, we could ask them what their objectives are, why they're on the ship. Maybe our objectives might align, and we could come to common ground of some sort.
It's true.
Very
I have it
smart.
turned off, by the
I
way,
like
for
that.
this. Perhaps that is something we could ask.
But
I think we would be better off, though, not divulging what we are here for
yes.
until we know
what
who they are.
are we here for?
So I will ask them. Also, if you have a... How did I turn French? How did I turn French in this?
Well, that's a
It's
good
fine.
Okay.
We've got a lot of accents going on.
Right, it's fine. I
Hilarious.
randomly turned southern, so
Okay,
fine.
what I want to know is what is your goals and objectives so that perhaps we can be of assistance. Since we have half the time, perhaps you can have the other half and we can help you with what it is you like. And I click off.
Our-
my question is, what is our goal now? Because I don't know where the stored is, where we are, what we're doing. If our bodies are even able to take us back, I mean, it's been a
I don't-
long time, right?
I don't think our bodies are.
Are we-
Remember when I was trying to stop y'all? It's because I had a premonition or whatever that we were decayed zombies, or would I know the word? I'm just gonna go with zombies. I just have a bad feeling about our bodies right now, so we should probably figure out, maybe we could be androids, who
But-
knows?
Well, then what is
How-
our goal then? Because we don't have bodies of our own.
Exist? Maybe
How do
help
we
them.
know that it's been 4,000 years? Other than the one man
Well,
telling us.
I mean,
Oh my
we
god.
don't
Oh
sure.
my god. Lyala, make a interstellar navigation check. An extreme success. She will be able to confirm it by the position of the stars.
5.
5?
5. I rolled a 5.
That's so
Wow.
fucking cool.
That's baller. That is baller.
Yeah. So, Lyala, if Lauke asks that, you can look out the window and you can tell him.
Do ask that.
Huh? We. Oh, okay, yeah. It's.
You know right.
It's 4,000 approximately. I mean, just according to a couple of supernovas that I had an eye on. Yeah.
Accounting for I'm looking at it from a different position, etc. All that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, where I am, where they aren't. Some of them. Yeah.
This
Approximately 4,000 years.
I mean, it's good enough for me. I don't know how that works.
we need to get a message home.
What is home?
Right.
4,000
Where are you
years.
from? Anyways.
What could possibly be that, sir?
Well,
Who is still alive for you?
A family.
we
Hold on.
have our families are very proud of their legacy.
Oh, I feel
So-
so bad that Doom
Right.
is not here. Oh my god.
Unless you guys live
I want-
4,000 years, I don't know if they're going to be around anymore.
I'm gonna
not-
start
Not-
making some psychology rolls right
it's
now.
not the
Please
individuals.
It's not families in Chiss culture are complex and they grow in
Chiss?
different ways.
I could have sworn you were.
One.
What was it you said, Isaac,
One.
that they were?
We are not Pantorans.
Pantor?
Not-
Are you
You thought
sure
we
you're
were
not Pantor?
Pantorans?
I
Yeah.
don't know what a
Wait,
Pantoran.
you are not Pentoran.
No, we're not Pantorans. That's rude. Didn't you see our eyes? Oh, I miss my eyes.
Well, all right.
I-
I have a question. What is a chiss?
What is?
What is whatever you are?
What are we now?
Kitty?
I mean, I assume I'm a Thalothian, but that's common around where I'm from. But chiss, never heard of. I've been around.
Blue, red eyes.
We're from the
Right, well,
chaos.
I mean, I know that much, but like, where you from? What's your whole deal? Never heard of y'all.
I will say, as you kind of ask these questions, Eisdark, having rolled a 1, which is a total, that's an absolute, because you're north of 50 for psychology, right?
I have a 99 in
Yeah, so
psychology.
you've rolled a
Oh,
vital
nice.
success there. So with a 1, you kind of are like, you're like, okay, you're basically like, yeah, okay. So you sort of realize that you won. They are not Pantorans. You now kind of realize you got that one wrong. Easy mistake, and it's much easier to realize maybe something was up now that they don't look so much like damn Pantorans. Now that they're in these other bodies, you're like, okay, fine. They were something else. This was 4,000 years ago. Who could know? But I'll say that their caginess is very apparent. You do get the sense that they earnestly and genuinely believe that their family, whatever that means to their civilization, based on history, is likely still intact. So like they genuinely do believe that they're not like, it's not like a nuclear family, but like whatever this like house they're a part of. They
the family line.
Understood.
yeah.
All right, I have a question, DM. Would I be able to? Do I know the Chiss?
No, you have never heard of the Chiss.
Have I ever heard of any species that can survive 4,000 years? In this, sentient humanoid-esque.
Make a
I mean,
culture
Jeremy knows
roll.
them, but
Yeah, there are very, very few that roll that bit. And again, you're not necessarily a suit. Well, yeah, go ahead and make a roll.
Yeah, I think I failed, but I'll check.
I think your
That's a
culture's
success,
pretty high.
actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's right, I improved it.
You have it's a normal success.
Normal success.
With a normal success, you know they exist. You know that there are some species that can live for millennia, but none. You're not like thinking of any immediately. You've certainly never heard of the Chiss, but you haven't heard of them They don't ring a bell as one of the ones that can.
Understood. Well, we are the four of us, or the only ones here, the only ones we can rely on right now. If you two would like help with this problem, contacting your family, I think you would be better off letting us know what it means. Explain to us exactly what it is that's going on, because clearly you are not telling us everything.
What? We're not not trying to hide anything. We don't even know.
You not have families?
Oh,
I mean, not anymore. Oh, dead
no.
is that, as far as I know.
They are
None of us
4,000
did
years
that.
What
dead.
about your legacy? Your family's legacy. You have to.
I wasn't
mean,
exactly popular.
I'm not
in my
trying to find.
family.
Well, and I'm not. We're not trying to find our parents. We're trying to find.
Right.
Our-
I mean, I'm sure mutants are still around,
Our-
but
Hold on.
I
hold
understand.
I
on.
hope they
Can
aren't
I-
still bankers.
This sort of loyalty to your people is extreme, in my
We're
experience.
wondering what happened to our people to see even maybe we can get some help. Maybe we can figure out what the heck is going on around here. Hold on. I'm gonna go to the door and yell for the robot. Hey, tin can, gold thing.
The droid will sort of come out.
Come here. Get in here.
Mistress Kyra, my name is Psalm 34. I do
Yes.
think it would be really beneficial for everyone now that you're up and about. I'm glad you're all active and you're not laying motionless. But if
we're
everyone
not-
could do a few jump... No? Okay.
No.
Go ahead,
not.
Mrs. Kyra.
I'm like about to start. No. All right. Never mind.
No, we're not.
Yes, madam.
Can you tell me about the Chiss? Are the Chiss around here?
For this, I have to pull up that... I'll have to pull up because this will be a... Psalm 34 has a pretty darn high culture, but this is an extreme success to know about these. Well, let's see what he knows.
Just to give Brandon some love, family. I don't like that need to be said.
I am unfamiliar with the Chiss. I am so sorry.
Is there a comm relay on this station?
I would certainly imagine so. You were invited.
Is
here
there
after all.
a planet you wish to contact? A star system that we are not aware of?
No.
This is beyond.
This is beyond the chaos for us. Like this is where we are, nowhere near. But 4,000 years we could have
Where-
traveled. Who knows?
Where are we? Do you know?
Lyala actually did identify that you guys were somewhere in the core. Oh, but you're asking Psalm 34. Oh, you were on the outskirts of the Chandrilla system.
Is that familiar to either of us?
Sorry, what'd you say?
Is that familiar to either of us?
Oh yeah, you two have heard of Chandrilla. I'd imagine
Ah.
it was still around for
are there-
let's say sure.
Were there any
Anywhere near moon
unique,
space.
any unique hunting targets in that area?
Ooh, Chandrilla actually has a pretty nice climb. Yeah, there'd be some. They don't have any like super cool beasts to go after, but they have some very some nice like velts and things.
Probably
that
have
you could-
fond memories of the place kind
Sure.
of thing.
Yeah.
Got you. Yes, it's some good hunting around here. This planet is nice fauna, shall we say.
Like these things. And I'll
of
hold
course,
up the.
animals are more important than finding your entire legacy.
Oh, speaking of which, yes, Isaac. Sorry, you maybe now you do realize you are in a sportsman's paradise bedroom right now. Like there's all sorts of beautiful pelts on the wall and taxidermy and all sorts of stuff in here.
Okay.
Yeah. Boz, you probably are into it as well.
As I look around, I say, see, this is the type of legacy I wish to have.
Oh, dead animals, fantastic.
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
How?
I
How-
might agree with you.
Very mature to look down on another's culture.
I'm not. I'm just saying you can kill
I believe you
animals
are.
regardless of where you are. We're talking about our entire existence as a people. You're
Right,
just
so
saying you can go to
the
any
thing
place and kill an animal.
the thing about that is neither Isdal or I were big fans of our respective cultures. In fact, we're not exactly.
Oh dear.
We're just trying to
But
figure
we
out
wouldn't
if
ever
they're
be.
even in existence. That
Well,
feel
I mean,
a
that's
little
very
more
valid.
important than seeing what animals are around here. You want to go to a zoo?
I mean, we
Hey,
could-
robot, is there a zoo around here we can go to? They love animals.
Apparently,
Yeah, that's
there is
actually
a
a really good
rancor on
question.
board in the lower sections of the vessel.
Bloody rancor.
We're not gonna go after a god.
Layala,
I should mention that
Baker forbidden.
it seems you all are once again having your dissociative hallucinations. Yesterday, Madam Kyra, when you were in, well, I'm worried you're going to yell at me if I call it your right mind. So instead, I'll just take the hit and say, when you were in your right mind,
That's fair.
you all declined the opportunity to have samples taken from your brain so we could identify whatever parasite was doing this.
And
But perhaps
even in my
now-
own mind,
You're
still
more
gets
mental.
like-
I put up a hand just to stop the robot for a second. I go, take out the recorder, and I go, we do not have parasites in our brains. We are just from a different time incorporating your bodies.
Yeah, good
You may
call.
not
I'm
believe
not-
this, but please do not destroy yourself in order
Yes.
to figure this out.
We're
Right,
taking
yeah,
care
probably
of your
don't do
bodies.
that. So you're saying about this rancor?
No, we're not gonna go after an animal.
Correct. There is a rancor down below. Lord Ryth mentioned it when Master Sanguinary, kind of gesturing to Lauke, was very intrigued about why he'd been brought here. Mr. Sanguinary seemed to be confused why he was brought in, seemingly that he's riffraff compared to the others.
Didn't Lord Ryla tell us there was nothing down there? Whenever that was.
Well, he can't be trusted. We
Lord
know.
Ryth,
Because Boz, I think you.
are you asking me that? I'm sorry.
It's asking Boz.
Oh, gotcha.
I honestly don't remember. I don't think he said there was anything to worry about. but
Yeah,
he
Boz,
also
tell you
said
what,
he
just
had
make
been
a-
down that area.
Anyone can just make like make a miscellany roll. We'll almost say that's just like random recall too.
And I have a question for the living force. The
Yes.
bell, I forget who heard the person say, ring this to...
You
if
all
you-
saw a person in a mask come up and say, "Come find me," and tossed you the bell.
Okay.
Boz?
It's failure.
Failure. You can't recall exactly what he said about whether or not there was stuff below.
Can I...
Honestly, I was more preoccupied with the fact that I was in a different person's body for those in use in the future.
Fair point.
Can I look for the bell? I want to look like on my person. If it's not on me, I want to go look in my room.
You should, because you're not wearing like your clothes or whatever. If you kind of return to your room, there's numerous suitcases of fancy clothes for you to put on. But the bell is sitting like on the table next to. She definitely
Okay.
had the bell. Yeah.
Also, can I quickly put on like the most functional clothing?
Yes, if you quickly get dressed while the other, we'll say that you're doing this while you're just quizzing the poor
Yeah.
robot about a few things. Lila comes back in wearing the least fun thing she could find in Kyra's wardrobe. And upon seeing you, the droid goes, "Oh no! What have you done?
Put on comfortable clothes.
You're committing numerous fashion faux pas."
I don't care.
Madam,
I don't care. This is functional. I can fight things in this.
Madam,
That
Kyra.
can put on shit.
Madam Kyra, I cannot believe you'd be allowed to... I will say nothing, but you're going to be so mad at me later.
You will say nothing. You will say nothing. That's right. Go on. Get out.
Are you
Right,
sending...
is that-
Are you banishing me again?
Yes.
Well, this is
Yes.
highly irregular. Just kind of walks out and then turns back and goes, "Make sure you all stand every 17
I'll
minutes.
shut the door.
Get your
Say
steps in.
nothing.
Right,
Don't
so
forget to hydrate."
is our first point of order then to find the bell person?
I have
I
the bell.
think if I may suggest, I'm sorry to interrupt again, but if I may suggest that perhaps our best course of action is actually to figure out what it is we would like to do. I understand the two of you wish to contact your peoples, but that's
Yes.
and I would
past
say,
that.
well,
Wait.
we are not, because I think there are two options we have in front of us. The first is to attempt to get back to our time and our bodies. The Force,
didn't he die?
apparently, whatever it is, has this power. But the second option is to embrace this new life. And if we do that, then we have to make a decision of what life we wish to lead, and if we wish to find a way to occupy these bodies by ourselves.
And share, well, not by ourselves. We share them with the others.
I will not speak for you, but to me, that sounds like a very unpleasant solution.
That sounds like a very philosophical conversation that, yes, you're right, we do need to address that. However, the only person who, well, I'm not going to say wasn't very peculiar, but seems to know what's maybe going on in this place at least, was the person who threw this bell.
And once we decide what we want to do, then we can find them and get the answers we need. But we need to know what answers we are looking for first.
All right, well, I'll go first. I'm just having a good time. This is very unexpected, and honestly, this is kind of what I live for. Strange things happening to me, finding my way out of problems.
Yes,
I'm in my element. But
this does not surprise me.
Honestly, I just got extra sensory organs. That's about the only thing that changed for me.
I also am tempted to see what new species are out there to hunt down in this new time.
It's 4,000 more years.
I can be the greatest
And-
hunter of my time because I am not in my time.
And more information would be good. The person who gave us this seems to know the goings on about whatever's around here because he was dressed in one of those servant things.
I understand.
But you said somebody in the servant thing attacked you.
It also might be him, so if we ring this, then we might all want to have weapons, which I would have included in my outfit. I just would like to point out.
Sure,
You're
that's
putting
taken
that
care
on
of.
blaster.
I take out, in one hand I have a blasted pistol, in the other I have vibro knuckles.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Perfect.
well, my body certainly has weapons on it. So.
Oh,
Your
you
body's
also, for the record,
body
I mean,
is
if you're going crazy, I'm pretty sure you also do have, like, he didn't put this on his sheet. I didn't give you the wrong thing or something, did I? No. Oh, wait. I'm looking at the wrong thing. Hold on. Copy of New Buzz. Yeah. He has a grenade launcher, by the way, Buzz. That's in
I
your
didn't
room.
see the launcher.
There
I
is a
did not
full
see the
launcher
That's fucking
with
awesome.
with 2 stun grenades, 2 frag grenades, 2 ion grenades, and an ion rifle.
And I put those away and I take out my grenade launcher. I also happen to have this on me, so that might come in handy.
And all he had was a little blaster. Look at that. So
We still need to talk to the homestead.
I mean, I would like a vibro sword of some sort, but the knuckles will be
Yes.
fine from there.
Philip, we would have some kind of like protocol to contact our contact
it?
home.
You
What
definitely
is it you are
have
out here for?
messages you could send. I will say that though the family is and by no means is the family certainly still around. The family's there's a decent possibility, plausibility, whatever, that it's still around. The likelihood that the protocols for contacting home from the distant area might be lower, but you could always try them for sure.
however, we don't want to trigger any potential tracking devices that may exist here in the future.
What is
If we
your
send out a
purpose
beacon.
out here? Why are
Well,
you
out here,
here?
apparently nothing.
What 4,000 years ago? What are you doing out here? So
we were
far
looking
from
for
home.
something that was important to our family.
What was it?
Our own
I-
hunt.
If anyone can help, it's going to be me and Buzz.
Okay, well, we need to figure out if our people even exist first. So,
Very good.
however,
When
in
we
the
do,
immediate-
will you actually tell us what it is you are doing here?
I'll approach
Oh,
him
what
and
do
hold
you-
out my hand and say, "You've got a deal."
I hold it out too. Like that. Can I do a psychology roll to make sure she's telling the truth?
Go ahead.
I am though, just for
Yeah.
That's a hard success.
So yeah, so basically you know that she'll stick to this deal basically of the deal is that if you help them contact their people, they'll explain what's going on.
Yeah, like if they exist, and if what we're looking for is relevant, yeah,
have
they
to
can help
exist.
us. Yeah.
All right. I will hold you to that.
I mean, you're the one offering help, so it's a kind of a hunt. You'll have a great time.
But then, sounds like a perfect plan. So, I'll go get dressed.
For a band. I think that.
So
that
then-
And then, yes, we can go find your gold person.
With that, you guys go get dressed. Everyone puts your clothes on, and with that, you're sort of all, dressed for the day, as it were. If you want to, you may now take. You can basically have everything that is on your full inventory, because that would all have been in their room. There were some things that might not have been there earlier. I will mention, however, that Adelard, I don't believe. Yes, all Adelard has is literally a holdout blaster pistol. That's even though he's in full combat armor, all he has is a blaster pistol.
I will say, when I'm in my room, I'm just gonna do a quick note in the recorder and say, I am a Trandoshan hunter. Find me my sporting rifle. I just click it off.
Putting those in like bold in my recap, so it's a quick.
Ice Dark, I've got this ion rifle if you want to take it until you find a hunting one.
Well, that would be excellent. Yes, please.
Alright, I'll toss it to him, because I already got the blaster pistol, so...
Oh.
Can I take it off my sheet and give it to him?
Yes, please do that. Go. Yes, if you. So yeah, add an ion rifle to your.
Boz,
Sorry,
would you like this rifle? I'm more comfortable with the.
Sure, I'll take the
Small.
rifle. What rifle?
When did this become a gun trading show?
I mean,
Look at this
we
thing.
might as well
It's,
be using things we're comfortable with.
yeah.
Let's see. You woke up being attacked by a servant here, and now we're going to go look for a servant here. Seems like a good time to make sure that you're ready for that.
Boz. So Lauke, you give Boz this sporting rifle, which admittedly is something that's very like familiar to Eyesdark. It's not Eyesdark's. It's not the type of. It's like a very alien, modern looking thing. However, Boz,
I could give that to Ice Dark instead and keep my iron rifle.
you could also.
It's a sporting rifle.
It is a sporting
Eyesdark
rifle.
wants the sporting.
I'll give it to Ice Dark.
It will,
I can use any weapon.
and Jed, so that will not. You will not get your. You will not get your specialty with that because it's not the Trandoshan model, but you'll still get your good. You'll still get your blaster's powers with it and all that stuff. That being said,
Gotta find a Trandoshan rifle.
When you are given that sporting rifle, you notice that clipped to it or close with it in a special case. Lauke, maybe you can say what is there next to it for them.
There's two giant tranquilizer darts on it. For a beast very large.
Yeah, they seem to hold a stupid amount of tranquilizer in them.
And then I'll take the blaster pistol from Boz.
Must have bring lower rank on maybe.
Okay, does anybody have like a knife or something, like a blade, like something small? I don't like cumbersome weapons.
I don't.
I'll flip you I have a vibro dagger. I'll flip you.
Thank you.
This is a knife.
Yeah, I mean, all you have is a little holdout.
knife?
But yeah, you're not. You're looking
This
for
is a knife.
He's a knife.
He's
a knife.
This is a knife.
This
That's
is
not a
knife.
vibro dagger. This is a vibro dagger.
This is a vibro dagger.
Oh wait, never mind. I already had a vibro dagger.
Yep.
All right.
So,
That is a vibro dagger.
what lady would leave home with that one? Anyway, so as we're having a time here, as you guys sort of get
Every lady should have their own vibro dagger.
as you guys get yourself.
Men too.
If you're
Wait.
You should buy a men's vibro dagger because you get the pink tags on it. Yeah.
that's actually a good point. They're somehow cheaper.
Exactly.
In any
Gotta
case,
stop
as you guys gather your belongings and trade a sporting rifle, he's gonna wake up.
It's not the same, but it feels so good.
Exactly.
I feel better. Thank you.
I even I may give you like a partial benefit on that. You probably won't get any bonus dice, but maybe you can use a higher number than your standard rifle because it's kind of like halfway there. So we'll get to that if you shoot anything. So with that, what is your plan, my friends?
I was you go look around for the bellboy.
Well, I don't think we have to look around. We just have to ring.
Then ring the bell if that is all it takes.
All right, gentlemen, ready your weapons. And I will also have my blaster. Let me switch hands. Have my blaster ready.
Okay.
And
mine will still be holstered, but.
Ding, 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 ding.
It's about that loud.
We didn't hear it, but I'm sure it was nice.
It's like a. Yeah, I guess you probably wouldn't hear it because Zoom is good at that stuff. In any case, they might have heard it on stream. You have no. You're like, okay, we've rung it.
Maybe you didn't ring it right.
Someone go look in the hall.
Didn't he tell us to go find him?
Buzz.
But come
Buzz.
find me. And then he threw the bell, and so I would assume the bell would call him.
It is fine.
Does the bell say anything?
Let me and Buzz find this one for you. Buzz.
Oh, good.
It's time to go on a hunt.
It's the guy in a gold mask. Good luck with that.
Oh, you have no idea.
All right, can I have the bell for a minute? Thank you.
Okay.
All right, can I investigate?
I just want to say, if this works, is amazing.
Sure. Make
any distinguishing factors about the bell that will help me track down the target?
Yeah, make a. I'll let you make a look, or I'd even let you do a you could even do like a I don't know. I guess like a calculate.
Could it be a tracking roll, or is that the next thing?
I'll tell you what. I'll let you make a tracking roll. Go ahead and make a tracking roll.
Ooh.
Hell yeah. All right.
That's fine.
Oh, wait.
That's a 10.
Before that, can I inspire
It's
him?
an extreme success.
An extreme
already,
success.
so.
Isdar can, but it kind of is no need. And in fact, I will even say that kind
Fair
of
enough.
the extreme success will do it in a different way. Boz, you're like, okay, like let's think about how we'll do this. You kind of like step out in the hallway, and you're like, dumb. And then you hear, because the hour is chiming, bong, 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 kind of in the distance. And they're tolling the hour. They do that a few times, and they just go, bong, bong, bong. They ring 800 hours. And in fact, you're like, it's over there. I think we're supposed to go up a couple levels that way. That's where the sound's coming from.
Oh.
All right.
I remember now.
Lead the way, Buzz.
Right this way, everyone.
Before we do that,
towards
can
the
I
noise.
inspire everyone? Can I say, hey, this is our first time, really, as a group, going out and finding our way. We have a goal and a purpose. Let us all work together and make it happen.
Yes.
All right, so make your roll.
It is a, what's that, 39?
Okay.
I think that is a hard success.
All right.
Inspire, yes, very hard
On a hard success, you can inspire 3 people. So there you go. You
Excellent.
Inspire them all.
You are all inspired.
So this
What
means
does
for
that
the next in the next minute, I'm gonna tell you what we'll do. We'll say that Eyesdark said this in just a couple minutes, so that it might be relevant at because
Right,
it only
yeah.
lasts a minute.
I appreciate that.
But yeah. So in any case, you all go through, and you see a couple of the staff members in their sort of suits, kind of nodding at you to sort of see you in these areas. You walk down like a long high hallway, just seeing space on either side. This large planet with the rings that you're in sort of spinning. Actually, no, this would be the first time. I think you might have seen this. You see a lot more like iconography, like spaces where religious iconography has been removed. You see places where there's like a plinth with nothing on it. Some kind of floor panel that has been largely sanded over, but you see a couple of hints of sort of carvings that might have been there before. It's been quite literally defaced. That they've sort of tried to cover up stuff, which I think Lord Ryth actually mentioned some things about this to you all.
Right, so, yeah, he said you won't find any highest data memorabilia symbols on board, right?
Indeed. So you all find your way sort of through this large main concourse, and I'm so sorry that we're not doing it like this. So basically, as you're like walking like you're like and then you kind of come up to around here. Ooh. So you've kind of gone. You find your way up tall towers, and you eventually see that you are leading into a large spire. And Boz, you are almost positive that the sound that has reverberated throughout the whole sort of ship within the the very pylons and skeleton of the vessel, you believe it emanated from up there.
I believe we've reached our destination.
I guess so.
Shall we? Oh, can we go through the door?
Sure. It's actually not even a door. It's like a very tight spiraling staircase. Very narrow.
Can we go on the very tight, very
Absolutely.
narrow spiraling staircase?
You can. The face did the thing. No. Okay. Anyway, so yes, as you all head up. Who's going first?
I'll go first.
Very well, Boz. So as you sort of creep up, no longer anywhere near as stealthy as you used to be.
Right.
As you sort of lead the group up, you find yourself looking into a large bell tower. There is a massive bell with a few smaller bells to the side of it with ropes hanging down from them. Around you is another 360-degree view of sort of space, although a big section of it is kind of blocked out by another part of other spires of this very cathedral. There is sort of a ladder set up, and on the ladder is someone in that garb, currently polishing one of these large bells.
Hello? Are you the one who sent for us? Told us to find you.
This gold face sort of looks down and begins slowly climbing down this ladder.
We'll take
Can
that
I-
as a yes.
Try to smell to see if he smells familiar.
Roll a D100.
Okay.
It's a shame because actually Lauke legit could do this because Lauke has a really good smell.
But he would know too. That is
Precisely.
a 26.
You have no scent of it.
But that's a hard success.
Do you have smelling?
I do.
Oh, Kyra has smelling? Oh, she does. She has smelling and tasting. Oh, because she's a wine expert. Oh my god. Then in that case,
I didn't know that.
you sort of smell and you're like, oh my god, my sense of smell is amazing. Am I on my period? Anyway, then you're like, no, not here.
Okay.
This person gets to the bottom of the thing, sort of walks over, gestures for you all to come in.
Oh, wait.
Do you enter?
Go in.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yes.
We all follow, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Sort of behind you. And in fact, though it sort of sat open, this person now closes a door. Like a little kind of like trapdoor-like thing that closes that over the sort of entry at the top of this sort of spiral staircase. And looks at you all.
Ring the bell.
Yeah. Layala, do you have a bell?
I thought Boz has it.
Oh, Boz has it. So Boz, you kind of
Right, yeah.
This person
We'll ring
sort of
it
looks at
too.
the bell and then sort of nods and says, "Welcome, my friends.
Thank you.
Are you all doing all right?"
What? Define all right.
Are you well? Do you
Kind
feel
of.
vital? Do you feel?
Real quick interjection. There is apparently a lunar eclipse happening right now. So.
Ooh. Well, I guess people should go look
Just,
at that if they're
just
able.
to set the scene.
Sure.
Oh, I can't see it. Okay, sorry.
Like, and nothing out there. This person just kind of looks. The voice, now that you hear it a little more, sounds feminine. Well.
And
does it seem familiar?
Not particularly, no. Lauke, go ahead.
Can you take off that mask?
She removes the mask. You see a human woman.
This isn't the one, right?
Oh no. Let me tell you, he was the most handsome man I've ever seen.
Who was?
Skin the color of embers. No one. Just someone I saw that was.
She was attacked by someone dressed like you.
Attacked by someone dressed like this, one of the damn shifters. Were you frightened? The Stennis shifters.
No, what's the shifter?
The Stennis shifters. They have cadaverous faces, sunken eyes. That's what attacked you?
Oh, wait, no.
That's handsome.
No.
That was your type.
No, that was not what he looked like.
It's fine. You're amongst
this woman,
friends
like,
here.
3 steps. She's, like, right in your face, Layala. She's, like, really intense. You saw another wearing the garb of the servants of this place. What?
There's a lot.
What did he look like? This one who was not a Stennis shifter.
Well, his skin was red. He the most handsome man you have ever seen. Smelled like dreams and a future. Like, I'm not one to want children, but thought about it for half a second. You know, dark hair.
Zeltron. He was a Zeltron.
I don't know what that is.
Did he tell you his name?
Absolutely not. He shot me. Although, you know what? It might have been a dream. It might have been a dream. I'm not.
Izurk just like stares at Layala like, what the fuck?
You said he shot you. Not that it was a dream.
Well, he stunned me. Okay, so I don't know what's going on here. We could be in a dream right now. Some weird stuff's happening.
My friend, how many folks like yourself work here? How many others are there?
I believe there are a few hundred staff members aboard the vessel, but they are all here for some.
Okay.
She closes her eyes.
Are you okay? Are you okay?
Silence. This must be.
Are we supposed to be
delicately? So she has to score a hard success on this because she's trying to do it covertly. She does not.
What is she doing?
Something is wrong. You all arrived, and not long thereafter, there was a disturbance in the Force.
Oh, the Force.
Disturbance.
What?
Force
like when we all died?
You died.
You know, figure of speech.
When
where we
did
come
you
from.
die? Was it last night? Around dinner time?
Oh, yes,
Not
yesterday, a very long time ago.
Explain
But
yourselves.
yesterday, yes.
I can't help you if you don't explain.
Was it around dinner time yesterday where we switched bodies?
When you first woke up, it was in the middle of dinner, yes.
Okay.
So
Yes, that sounds. We are. Actually, can I do like an insight or something to figure if this person's trustworthy?
Absolutely.
69.
Nice.
Yeah, thanks.
Hey now, what does that get you to?
Nice success.
Is that if that's psychology, it's a success.
A success. You don't have a good read on this person. They seem very, very, like, this seems like someone who is very deceptive, and given the fact that they're, like, here clearly a disguise, that is no surprise. But you're not getting a bad feeling from them at all. If that makes sense. You're getting the sense of someone who's very curious, but they don't seem malevolent.
Understood. I'll say there are many secrets, and it is difficult for us to trust someone, especially someone that wears a mask all day.
Yes.
But I would be willing to tell you this if you can guarantee that you will keep our secret with you.
I will keep your secret from those here, but not from those I serve.
Who do you serve?
I serve Lady Needle.
Who the fuck
We
is
know.
None of you would know
Who is Lady Needle?
No. Lady
But who the
Needle.
fuck is that?
She is one who will help you. If you can help her learn what is happening here. She
Alright,
is...
define help.
Something strange is going on. You all said you died. Is that correct?
We think
Did Lord
so.
Rythe sacrifice you?
No.
Oh, we didn't
no.
know him back then.
Right, yeah.
Back
Quite a
then.
bit before.
When did you die?
Came here.
How long have you been dead?
What was it, like 4,000 years ago?
Approximately.
4,000 years ago.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. Something like that.
Uh-huh.
3,000? Not
4,000. Yeah.
Right, yeah.
And
Felt like yesterday.
he revived
Really
you at
did.
dinner last night.
Well,
That is
No.
no, I
not
don't think
correct.
he had anything to do with it. He
We
was quite confused as well.
we were ourselves, and then we weren't ourselves, but it was like this, literally saw lightning, pink, it was real pretty.
Right.
And then just opened my eyes, and I was sitting at a dinner, and then I had these feely things on my head that are very sensitive. What are these called?
Those are your leku. Like Lady Needle, you are a Twi'lek. But you are not really
But
a
we
Twi'lek, are you?
But we are not. I am Trandoshan by
Right.
You
I'm
are
new.
Origin.
I was.
You are
We're
a
Chiss.
You are a Chiss. Lady Needle
You
is
know
an
the
ally
Chiss.
of the Chiss.
What do you know of the Chiss?
Can I insight that
You
statement?
may, yes.
Can I do this same as well?
You have, yeah. Go ahead. This seems like a surprised and earnest reaction.
So, I rolled a 77,
Oh,
which is a fail, but I think you said to
Yep.
say.
a 77. Everyone, you roll a 77. With that,
Bad or good? I forget.
That's
everyone,
good.
please give yourself 7 luck points.
I'm
Oh,
so used
right.
to bad things happening.
It's Star Wars.
69
Anytime,
again.
anytime you roll a 77 in this game, I roll a d10 and everyone just gets that many luck.
Sorry, how many was that?
7.
Perfect.
But she is like really like, you are Chiss dead. Thousands of years.
What do you know of the Chiss?
The
Are
Chiss
they still around?
ascendancy. Oh yes. What is your family?
Stybla.
I am unfamiliar with this family, but I'm sure my lady will know it.
Who rules the ascendancy?
There are ruling families.
Yes.
Multiple?
Well, there
I
was
thought
one.
I will. We must leave this place. My lady can help you. Your spirits have been bound in strange bodies. If you come with me, if we escape, she will help you, but we must go quickly.
What?
I have
Why
made...
why all of a sudden is it quickly? You didn't even know who we were or what we were before. Why is it quickly now?
What's with the urgency?
I am worried that now that this has happened, now he has done whatever dark force magic he has been trying to do. Lord Wraith, the immortal one.
So he did have something to do with this.
I'm sorry, did you say the immortal?
Yes.
The what?
Lord Wraith.
Immortal lives forever. That's what.
Bro, I know what the. But never mind.
Well, I don't know.
But
We
who is
should-
Lord?
Lord Wraith is the guy who, like, came and spoke to you. He's the guy who took you down.
Right, the guy who took a stand at the carry house.
And then left us when you heard that strange
Right.
strange talking.
We need to get you off this vessel and to the safety. But we are deep in the core. It will be a perilous journey, but we should go. So
Right, but what about the people that are in these bodies normally? We don't have full control of these vessels.
I see.
At least that's what we think.
Hold on.
Bro,
Wait,
I mean,
before anything
we're
else,
pretty
hold
sure.
on. Hold on, everyone, hold on. I take out the recorder and I say, I will need you to say who you are, why you are helping us, and why our bodies should trust you. And I click record.
You're telling her this.
I'm putting it right in her face.
My name is Wit Aedros, Sith Saber and servant to the Dark Lady of the Sith, Needle, ally of the Chiss, and one who offers you a means of divorcing these specters from your body so that they might live and you might live separately.
I click it. Go.
I like watching the reaction from my old man.
That was
good.
that was perfectly succinct. I appreciate that. I'm sure our other selves will as well. All this, by the way, sounds very nice. I'm a big fan of having our own bodies. and
I mean,
being
I can take it
separated.
or leave it, honestly.
How did the Sith become allies of the Chiss ascendancy?
The Sith were allies
Who are
of the
the
Chiss. Who are the Sith?
We'll get to that in a
The
second.
Sith
Let's.
are a benevolent empire who seek to bring order and knowledge to the cosmos.
Right, can I, like, psychology check that?
Absolutely.
I would like to insight
Go for
that as
it.
well.
Try again.
God, I cannot.
Gang.
Oh, I had a 99.
Right,
99?
I got a 13.
What is
And
your...
I spent 3 luck points to make that an extreme success.
Understood.
I'm
Great.
gonna use a force point.
Great.
Because I've rolled badly this whole time, and I just rolled worse. So cool.
Great.
It's a success. That's it.
A success.
That's an
Locke,
extreme success.
Locke, was that a fumble? A 99, was that a fumble for you, or do you have higher than
My-
50?
My base is 70.
Okay, cool. So it's not a fumble, but you...
Okay.
Boz, I'll phrase it like this. And out of game, I rolled a 3, which for her is a vital, so suck it. You do not sense treachery. She described herself as benevolent, and they're about order and knowledge. And, I mean, listen, look, like, the Republic is, like, it's kind of a mess, the idea of there being it's like, yeah, it sounds nice.
Right. I mean,
Sounds
I'm
pretty
willing to
good.
buy it.
I am all in on this. So, I suggest that this seems to align with everyone here.
You.
I have one question.
We truly
Do you
must
know
do
what
now.
happened to I had, when I died, apparently I had a Trandoshan sporting rifle. It was passed down by my father to me, from his father to him. Is there any way that have survived these 4,000 years, and perhaps you know what it is, or a similar type of weapon? Because
I'm sure
weapon,
that
it's weapon.
To break it to you, bro.
if
But
we return to the Empire on Zyos to Dromund Karth, there are highly skilled craftspeople who could recreate the ancient form of this weapon. I am dubious that such a weapon would have survived unless it were perfectly sealed.
What?
Listen to me. I cannot express the danger that you're in if you remain here with Writhe. He is not what he seems. I have managed to keep my nature hidden from him. But now you tell me there is a Zeltron, possibly a dream, who is also masquerading. I am concerned, and now that this has happened, I am concerned that his guard will be up. I urge you to accept my invitation. Venture with me now directly to a vessel, and we will escape this loathsome republic.
I had a vessel here. Has it survived?
I am unaware of a 4,000-year-old vessel, a Chiss vessel.
Yeah, it's
Right, it was this strange looking starfighter they had. Never seen anything like it.
Actually, I'm going to make a roll on this.
It's because there's nothing else like it.
I just rolled a 13
Right,
for
that's
her,
what
by
they
the
all
way.
say.
She's rolling.
no, it doesn't count.
She's rolling fire right now.
Fantastic.
That would explain the spectrum lasers.
What spectrum lasers?
One of Writhe's vessels was said to be using spectrum lasers. The Chiss thought he must have stolen the technology from them. I can't believe how long ago this must have been.
He stole my ship?
Oh shit.
Apparently.
Well, that I can't stand. We
Well,
need to.
let's go get it back.
I do not know if it would have survived this time. Are you willing to leave with me now? I will
Well,
not
we-
kill you.
Well, you know, we do have other business now that we know that our people exist that we have to take care of. So I would like to head on out.
But we also can't leave just technology with.
I mean,
This
it's probably
one.
more important if you two get away. Nice.
Yeah, that won't complicate my life at all. Ooh, actually. What did you roll on that eye Stark, by the way? I know you're doing a diplomatic.
69. 'Cause it's my number
Nice.
today.
Understood.
Nice.
It is is that a normal success for you?
Yes.
They've also rolled a normal success. So, you do not succeed if it's a tie, in that case, unfortunately. But this person is like, I understand. If you do not wish to come now, I cannot guarantee your safety.
I mean, I'm down to come right now.
Very good. What say you all?
I think it's more important that we get off this place than we could always come back for the chess thing.
Your ship has likely, its mysteries have already been given to this strange creature, and
They've had quite a long time to look at it.
who knows if it's even around any longer.
There's no point staying here. I feel like we are just as better off going with this person who seems helpful and has means to get us our bodies back rather than continue here.
You do not know if any of you
We
arrived here in a vessel, though. You all died long ago. I see. The host bodies that you have arrived here aboard. That may be difficult to steal.
what kind of ship?
It was a sort of pleasure yacht, but a larger sort of Have you ever heard the term booze cruise?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure as hell I have.
it is a ship designed for such things. Perhaps we could simply steal that.
They're fun.
All right.
We should
Clunky.
probably go before our bodies switch again.
Right, we don't really know when
Yes, of course. Let us go.
our minds are going to do the switcheroo.
Let us go.
At any moment.
Very well. Come with me. She kind of...
Do we need our bodies to
What?
come with us to go back?
Oh, our bodies are down below in the crypt. The actual physical
I
cells
don't think much is
from
left of
4,000
those.
years ago. We were there yesterday, but I
we
do
were
not
gonna
remember
see.
what happened. We
Yeah.
swapped some point in there.
I
So-
do not know if my lady...
So you're saying we should probably go get those first?
It would probably be good to go and fetch your bodies, yes. Very
God
well.
damn it.
We'll go down to the crypts. This makes things much more dangerous.
I like dangerous.
All right.
Danger is not
she,
my middle name.
She
Like
pulls
Singleton.
her hood back on and she kind of
Danger
She'll
is
say-
my middle name. I had it legally changed.
That's
Y'all,
right,
is
you-
my middle name. It doesn't mean danger, though.
I did sign the papers for that, boss.
Right, yeah. I remember you hit me up with it.
His middle name's Ook.
come.
Well, it's our core name. I'm sorry. Go on.
Ook. I shall note that.
Come with me. Silently. Actually, no. Walk as
That's
if
hard
you
for
are.
me.
Walk as if you were simply enjoying your time in this vessel. But if we see Lord Rythe, we may need to run.
All right.
We understand.
She actually goes
Sure.
over to like a small area and she pulls a couple of like stones aside and she takes this she takes two things out of it. One is like a small bundle which she kind of slips into the robes. Then she also takes this cylinder, slips that into a thing. Don't worry about it. And then she kind of just gestures this kind of cylinder.
Gimme.
Just black and silver, and she opens it and says, "Shall we?" And she begins
Yeah.
leading you guys down the chamber. All right, now
Oh, yeah.
I
Are you
need
cutting the session?
no. No, we'll go a little longer.
Can't believe we're literally doing what we did last week.
We're just
So we're
gonna keep trying to go to the other like locations. Each
I'm
time.
gonna do this in a different way.
and that's the session, guys.
Yeah.
How would you all like to? That'd be really funny if they just again wake up in the crypt. Oh my god.
Yeah.
How would you all like to? Would one person like to roll a luck roll? Or
Not me.
one person should roll a luck for me. One person can be a luck roll.
I
What
will.
are our luck scores?
Mine's 47.
Mine
60.
is high. Mine is 74.
74.
Mine's 69.
I'm at 62.
74. Lyala, why don't you give us a luck roll?
I shall.
Didn't no
I felt
47.
69 felt really lucky this day.
And Lyala, you cannot use luck to improve this, but if you want to use force points, you may do that.
I
improve.
rolled a 28, which is a hard success. Did I need an extreme?
This is progressive. The better your success is, the better it'll be. A hard success is pretty darn good, however.
Can you roll a force point and then choose the previous roll?
Sure, you can. Are you doing that? You don't have to.
Sure.
Okay.
Nope.
Okay. So, however, with a hard success, that is good. You guys manage to avoid detection by Lord Rythe. You also don't go back via the rooms you were in, so that gold-plated droid is still waiting inside, very worried about how much movement you're doing.
Oh, no, what
You
if we
are,
just-
however, seen by numerous other staff who sort of bow to this person, and sort of she bows in response to them. But she gets you guys to the crypt. She gets you to that door. She opens it. Once again, there's no light. Although, Eyesdark, this was pretty funny. This was among his stuff. In your... Oh, wait, you don't have your armor on. Or did you put your
No, I
armor
put it
on?
on.
You put it
Put
on.
it on.
Okay. Put it If you guys gathered kind of all your various belongings, you do have all that stuff. Eyes dark. There is a sort of like lighting drone. You have a little like floating.
Oh,
light.
I do have that. That's right. I saw that before.
Which Tyler very amusingly last week just was like, so dark in here. Just immediately pulled that out and turned it on. Why are you holding fire? So if you sort of put that out, she kind of turns around and you see that she was actually pulling something out of her sleeve and then goes, very good, yes. You guys get down to the bottom. She will sort of turn to you and say, do you remember where the crypt was?
Wait. Now,
I do.
now hold on.
What?
We don't know if the crypt triggered the other people to come back. So when that happens, you've got to tell them what's going on. You have to make sure that they stay the course.
Of course.
While we're walking to, at some point when there's nobody else around, I just want to give an update of what we're doing so they know. We're going to the crypt to get our bodies so that we can leave this place and have this person's master give us our bodies back and separate us so we no longer have to be in this horrible situation.
What if they don't want us to leave this place?
What if they don't trust
P.S.
us?
If you find
Cross that
that
bridge when we
sporting
come
rifle,
to it.
just pick it up. That's all. If they don't want us to leave this place, that's bad news for us, but yeah.
As you guys pass, Lauke, you are overwhelmed with the scent of like blood. And Boz, with your impressive hearing, you hear large shifting sounds down a corridor to your right.
I think it's the Rancor.
Yeah, there's definitely a Rancor down a corridor.
All right, well, don't go that way. There's definitely a Rancor over there.
Proud of you for not wanting to go that way at this
I
moment.
mean, I really want to,
surprised.
but I'd rather fight a Rancor in its natural habitat. Honestly.
We have
I
priorities.
respect that.
Do
I'm sorry,
Rancors...
Go on.
Okay. Do Rancors smell of blood?
No, but somebody make a look roll. Or actually, why don't you can make a smell roll if you want to just do it that way. But anyone can make a look roll. Actually, no look. Yeah, go ahead, Eyes Dark.
I was gonna say, while that's happening, when the servant pulled out that stuff, I'm sorry, there's so many skills and I keep forgetting them when that happens
so
in time.
Yes.
It's not a problem. It's just like, just forget them. But when she pulls out that cylinder from the wall, could I do an appraise skill on that?
Sure.
The bonus is you roll an extra D100, yeah?
D100, yeah, and count the lower of
Alright,
those.
so I got an extreme success.
Wonderful. With an extreme success, you smell that it looks like there's like butchered bantha meat, basically. And honestly, if you shine your light, like, at the end of the corridor, there's just like massive amounts of like wrapped like bantha meat outside of like some huge, or like not that huge of a doorway, outside of some doorway. Presumably they feed some creature there. Eyes Dark?
I did roll a success because my appraise is 109, but I rolled a 97.
Understood. So, I'm gonna give this to you though because you have a pretty high culture, right?
91.
I mean, yeah, if the Sith have some connection to the Jedi, it makes sense they'd have lightsabers, so it's probably valuable to her, certainly.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So she
But it's a lightsaber.
It's a light.
I know that.
Recognize a lightsaber, yeah. She carries on though into this chamber, and she kind of like begins guiding you guys, or you sort of also are guiding her through the crypt. As you pass, you all once again hear more forcefully a voice go, and she looks up and says,
It's the same thing it was saying last time.
they sense your presence.
Oh.
Who's they?
Yes.
There is a Sith spirit aboard this vessel.
Then
Are they nice?
Are you friends?
No.
can you
She pulls out
communicate
her
with me?
saber.
I feel like it's kind of rude to assume all Sith spirits know all spirits.
She kind of begins speaking back. Du look. Go to your corpses now, quickly.
All
Where
right,
are they?
I'll lead the way there.
She kind of moves over to all of your sort of your crypts. She speaks High Galactic, so she'll see these here. Yes, she ignites this red lightsaber and suddenly just cuts the doors off of them.
Oh, wow.
That is quite an impressive weapon.
Oh, wow. Have I seen a lightsaber before?
You have never seen a lightsaber that wasn't hooked up to a battery pack, if you've seen one.
Right.
Gather
Well, that's
your
nifty.
bodies. He probably is aware of us. Hurry, hurry.
I'll run.
Isaac just gives
I'll
Boz
go
a look
say
of like,
my
yeah, I
job
want
again.
that.
Understood.
I do too.
Isaac,
Holy shit.
if you go to your crypt,
Yes.
you see within your crypt there is a skeleton. You pull the skeleton out to discover it is definitely not a Trandoshan, it is a human. Or some near human. In addition, there is a sort of partially shattered box, inside of which contains the remains of your rifle. It does not look to still be operational, but when they pulled it out and broke it, don't worry about it. Anyway,
No! Why?
Does it look salvageable?
it certainly is more salvageable to have it than to try to recreate it from memory.
All right, I'll take it with me.
So you gather that up. But she says,
No, I try and grab mine.
your bodies, are they?
These are not my
Layala,
bodies.
you do find two very ancient Chiss batons, fighting batons. I'll phrase it like this: none of your equipment is still like gonna be like functional, you know. But
Right,
if you
yeah,
want to
yeah.
grab what you used to have, you certainly may scoop that all up. But she says, "Do you have your bodies? Get them."
Are bodies there? Is my body?
They don't have the Chiss skull ridges. They look wrong.
These
As
are-
Boz, yours also is not the correct proportions for immune.
This is definitely, the head is way too short. Mine.
These are not our bodies.
Then we've
These are
come here
not-
for nothing. This might be a trap. We need to. And then suddenly, coming from the darkness, you guys hear this scratching sound. Scratch, scratch, skitter, scratch, scratch, and loping steps.
Do I know what that is?
Coming into the light of her red saber and your it's much smaller than a rancor and of your drone. Stepping into it is someone in a very ratty version of these Alsakani robes, their face sort of down, dragging this metallic kind of tool, like almost like a rake or something behind them. They look up at you and you see a gold filigree painted in a dark red liquid. There is two eyes and a smile.
Is this a friend of yours?
I think so. She kind of just. I should really have a lightsaber. I should have gotten a lightsaber. I didn't realize you'd go straight to this lady.
You have a red lightsaber, don't
I know.
you?
The battery's not in it. It's too much business to. But so she's like, "Zhoo." And then she just runs forward, and she's just gonna slash at this thing.
I start shooting.
Okay, go ahead and take a shot then with your. This is with your just sporting rifle.
How do we
Yeah,
do
the
this again?
sporting rifle.
Is it to do with blaster roll?
Yeah, so go ahead for your sporting rifle. I'll tell you what. Let's use your number for your Trandoshan sporting rifle, but you don't get
The
you
bonus
don't
rolls.
get the bonuses.
Cool. Then in that case, I'm going to use a force point because I rolled real bad.
Okay.
And roll that again. So that's a success.
A success. All right.
I rolled a 4
A 4.
on my blaster roll, which is an extreme. I don't know if that's a vital success.
What is your blaster's general blaster skill?
It's an 80.
That is a vital success. Okay. What did Lauke? What did you roll?
Not shooting.
Not shooting. Okay, cool. So the
Never mind.
Chiss are like, wow, these just the two hunters are like, and she kind of comes up and as you guys just both take it out, this person kind of like falls back and she then just kind of swings through really intensely, and like a corpse sort of clatters to the ground. And she
that
kind
was
of
easy.
looks back at you, and in the glow of her red, and you guys see her eyes are kind of like yellow in this odd glow, and she just looks back at you and goes, "That was a bit overkill, but I like it. Come!" And she kind of just starts running like really quickly out of the crypt.
As they're running out of the room, I say, rule number 1 of the hunt: always double tap.
There's no such thing as overkill, just underkill.
Indeed, yes.
You guys
You can't
do things much differently than we do.
Yes.
Literally, that is. I just never attack first. That's right.
Yeah, that's
Right.
Is that a Chiss thing? You never attack
Isn't
first?
that nice for you? And I leave.
All right, so you guys are kind of
not
just.
manners, it's strategy.
Right, sure.
So you guys are
Well,
gathering. You're kind of like.
We survived
It's a
4,000
good
years.
strategy.
I'm going to grab
Right,
the
close.
remains of my vibro right here, and probably nothing else.
Oh, gotcha. So you
I don't know
take
if
whatever,
there's
yeah, kind of. You take a few pieces
Yeah.
of equipment.
Right.
You guys are sort of sprinting out. Now she kind of gets to the front of the crypts, and she says, "There are escape pods down here. We could get to Chandrilla, but damn it, it would probably still be best to try to make our way to the hangars. But
How far are the hangers from here?
they're a bit of a way, and he may be aware of what has transpired here. Or we can go to a lower escape pod and risk it. What do you think?
Is there a spaceport on?
Many spaceports on Chandrilla, yes.
Wouldn't it be best to get these bodies off this?
Well, these
Ship.
aren't our bodies, so I don't think it matters.
I meant these ones that
Oh,
were.
right, these ones. Well, I mean, they're
Yes.
also not our bodies, but yeah, it probably would be
They're
good to
not
get it
our
off the
bodies.
ship.
So I will sort of do a kind of like, since this is like a thing, we'll sort of like, without the actual ticking clock in game. Yeah, what do you guys sort of, she will cast a deciding vote, but it'll be a
My
vote.
vote
So
is for escape pods.
escape pod.
Eyes Dark doesn't care.
Understood. So escape pod, Lyala.
I'll defer to Lauke.
Okay, then in that case, she says, "Oh, very well," and she will sort of run, kind of like just down a ways and looking, and sure enough, you guys see that, like, set amid the crumbling masonry, there are some ancient-looking escape pods.
Wait, what about that
What?
droid? Do we need to take it with us? So
Droid? What droid?
It wants us to exercise. It tells us to do whatever.
you're right. It's
jacks
probably
are.
completely useless.
Are these functional, Lyola?
Yeah, make a repair roll, actually.
Yeah. Let me
Good question. I like that.
check.
It's a good question to ask.
Would that be? Oh, that's a 15. Either way, really good.
It's gonna be.
What type of repair would this be?
What are your? I don't think it would be any of your specialties.
General, then?
It's a general,
Well,
yeah. It's not
Okay.
tachyonic or light speed, so yeah.
it's an extreme success.
All right. Then in that case, with an man, you guys are on fire tonight. With an extreme success.
Except for me.
I'm gonna actually look though. Let's see what all
Why you got me, brother?
is in the Chandrilla system.
It's not a 69, but it's pretty good.
Huh. I'm trying to decide if going to. Sorry, guys. This is where I'm consulting real Star Wars maps and lore and trying to decide if the best thing is to go to Chandrilla or if it's to go to one of the moons of Sisibo, which is also in this system. So she's like, but so she kind of does it. So with an extreme success, Lyala, this is very old. It's probably gonna smell really musty. But it seems perfectly functional. Certainly can get you for a simple in-system transport.
Okay.
So as she sort of stands there and is like her lightsaber, she's like, "Yes, go, we must run." A voice calls out to you from down the dark corridor that you've ran. "My friends, are you leaving so soon?"
Go!
I'm jumping board.
Same.
If you guys are jumping in, Eyes Dark, you jump in as well?
Yeah. I'll just give a parting shot. Like, yes, well, we have found a way to get our bodies back. So, have a
Sorry,
good
mate.
day.
I really loved your creepy castle. Honestly.
Appreciate all the hosting that
As
you
the
did.
doors are sort of closing, and suddenly this figure is like much closer than you thought, and he kind of looks sort of like he's like, "Well, I wish you luck, but be careful who you trust." Are you sure? And at this point, she closes the thing and pulls the lever, and the escape pod rockets away. She's inputting codes and says, it is a short trip to one of the moons of Sisubo, but I think we'll have more luck on Chandrila.
Let's go to Chandrila.
Very well. She will then say, tell no, and at this point, the booster rockets, and I'll say this is a very bumpy ride. Although, for like, no, this thing was even ancient by your standards, so whatever. But she sort of will say, remember, we are not in Sith territory. We're in the Loathsome Republic. So you must remember, I am not a Sith. Remember.
And we are not Chiss.
And you are not Chiss, no. You are a Twi'lek. She takes her sort of gold... I mean, she hasn't had her gold mask on, but she kind of tosses that aside. She removes the robe. Underneath, she's just wearing like a pretty... she's wearing a black garment. And she goes... It's a shame that looking so good gives me away. She kind of looks at Lyala's clothes, which are just super whatever. She goes... well, and then she pulls her she pulls her lightsaber out in this cramped thing and starts cutting up the robe she was wearing, and then she throws it on. And kind of now it's like it's kind of like a it's got like a long vest, you know. She reverses
like a makeshift Sith robe.
Yeah, it's not a Sith robe. It looks like a very colorful like robe over a it's almost chic. She then kind of quickly, just with a slap of her little saber, she takes one of the seat belts out of the stuff, like some crash webbing, and ties that around like a belt, and says, "Yes, how does that look like? Do I look like a sap?"
Well, I don't know. Apparently, I'm not good at fashion, so...
We're all...
I think you look fine.
4,000 years old, so I don't know if we understand the fashion trends of this era.
It should be good enough. It takes all sorts. All right, I'm going to phrase it like this. A trip to Chandrila. Nothing will go wrong here with this, because Lyala sort of did confirm this is a fight. So, trip to Chandrila will take a couple hours. Are there any things you ask her or any things you go over with her?
So I would...
You go ahead.
But all that being said, like, how are you guys good to play for 15, 20, 30 more minutes, or is everyone okay at this moment?
Sure.
Cool. Kind of just screw them up as much as possible, yeah. Oh, I should mention, this is not the dire thing, but those players are aware of this. I'm not sure I've said this out loud on stream yet. If you are ever in a situation where you do not want to end, they can do this to you too. If you're ever in a situation where you're like, no, we're not letting them take over and derail this, what you can do is, if it is a unanimous decision by the group, you can all say, we will start our next session with 0 force points, and then I cancel their next game. And we just wait a week and come back with you guys still in charge.
Oh, that's messed up.
And they can do that to you at some point as well. So just be aware of that. I'm not suggesting that for now.
And then we have no force points.
Then so basically it's the idea of, I'm not letting them ruin us finding what's in this crypt, but we'll have no force points to deal with whatever
next session.
They will not.
You cancel their game. Lauren, the way this works is it's Sunday and you say, we're not giving up. So I say, cool, and then I say, no Star Wars game Monday, no Crude Matter. We'll have another Star Wars trivia night, and then 1 week later,
because there's
you pick up right where you left off. You basically use your force points to be like, fuck you, I'm keeping the body.
Oh my god.
But I'm not saying you should do that now. But
they might want to do that to us after we fucking jettison them out of the castle onto the planet.
Okay, and here's one of the things that I would like to ask. What's your name again? I forget.
My name is Wit. Wit.
That's right. Not creative like Needle. What if the people whose bodies that we currently inhabit do not trust the Sith? Because apparently other people don't, if you're having to hide who you are.
Right, yeah. That's probably a good question to ask.
Shit, I cannot fucking believe this.
Oh, here we go.
Here you are in your little, this is your little, it's heading towards Chandrila. Can't believe I didn't do that. I'm a fucking idiot. All right, in answer to your question, she's like, she's just looking at the little portal. She'll say, it is possible that they are Republic sympathizers, in which case, we should delete that file.
What file?
That you've recorded your sound.
Right, the one that says that you're a Sith.
Yes, we should tell them I am. We should tell them I am simply someone who knows about.
Knows how to help us.
Yes.
But you have to be more specific.
Yes, no, I'll need to think of a... She's going to make a lore roll. Let's see what she can do here. Nope, that's a terrible roll. But it's not a fumble, so she won't say... I'm drawing a blank. I suppose you could say I'm a Jedi. Just delete the file. I'll explain who I am. You should simply...
How do we know you won't?
I will feel out their allegiances. I'm very perceptive. Master Izdark, I think you said your name was. Why don't you all record an explanation that you trust this person? This person can help you.
Right, yeah, we can say, we trust this person that we're with, and she knows how to get our bodies back, or at least separate us from your bodies.
Precisely.
I have already done that on this.
Perfect.
That is not a problem.
We'll play it back, make sure you don't call me a Sith, but then delete the section where and I will happily identify myself as a Sith if I get the sense that it is not something that will bother them.
Does this thing have headphones? Can I just hook it up so only I can hear it?
I don't think it would have any headphones.
Could I make a luck roll to see if it has?
That's exactly what you can make to see if it has a headphone.
I rolled 99.
No!
Oh, in that case? Well, wait, what is your luck?
69.
Okay, I'm not gonna. It won't be a fumble, but I'll still be a dick about it. You're like perfect. You're like, oh cool, there is a little headphone. You pull the headphone out and it breaks. Yeah.
Okay, but let us listen. Now I'll replay. I'll fast forward all the beginning stuff because that's not up until I get to her introducing herself.
And in fact, there's a handy like click to next clip feature, so you can do it where you can go right to her. Yeah.
Yes, I will do that.
Okay.
And
she plays it again. I am Wit Edros, Sith Saber, servant of the Dark Lady of the Sith Needle. I can provide you a means of having your own bodies and returning them to bodies of their own.
Okay, I will delete that clip, and then I'll hold it up to her, and I'll be like, okay, let's try this again. Introduce yourself without maybe fully introducing yourself.
I am Wit Edros. I am a scholar of arcane history, and I believe that...
I stop and I go, hold on. Let's try this one more time.
Yes.
I think maybe you don't have to tell them everything about you. Just your name is enough, and then you can feel them out and reveal what you wish when you see them.
Well, maybe we should say that she's helping. You should say she's helping us.
You should convince them I'm helping you. Yes, that's
when we were going down to the crypt, I actually already did that, so I do not feel like I need to repeat myself necessarily. I did not mention you are Sith, merely that you are helping us on this thing and getting us our bodies. Perfect. So you have validation, but this way they know who you are. I am
Wit Edros, and I am hopefully still.
Hold on. Are you sure you want to do a fresh name? You have the opportunity to be whoever you want.
Absolutely. You're right.
No, that's probably too much. It's probably too much. Just
right. That might be weird if she says the false name and then immediately is like, oh wait, never mind. You like Sith. I'll tell you, I was lying about that.
I do have a false name ready to go if you want me to use one.
Maybe you should just do normal name so that if they do end up liking the Sith, You don't have to lie to them.
Right.
This is true. This is a very good point.
How about I just say my name is Wit?
Yes,
Sure.
my name is Wit. That is a good first line.
My name is
Let's do
Wit.
that. Here you go.
I'm gonna try one with my false name, and you can let me know what you think.
Okay.
My name is Veronica Miami.
No, that is
Stop. I reach over and stop the recording.
this
Mate,
is terrible.
No. Let's
Okay.
just go with Wit.
Very well. My name is Wit. I've helped you escape the clutches of Lord Rythe, and I'm here to help you.
What about rescue instead of help?
And I'm here to rescue you.
Oh, this is good. That is good. It
Yeah.
is gives more emotional bearing to it.
I'm here.
Veronica Miami.
My name is Wit. I helped you escape the clutches of Lord Rythe, and I'm here to rescue you from the plight of having two souls in one body.
In stop. That is excellent. Well done.
No notes.
Luck, that was
Can
great.
I just ask, where did you get Veronica Miami?
I just think it
Where
sounds...
did that come from?
I think it sounds cool. I
Right.
just imagine...
Right.
On
Yeah.
a, on a,
I don't
on a
want to
speeding
harsh your
hoverboat.
timeline.
And with... I just think it sounds... cool.
All right. Well, you know, honestly, I don't want to harsh your vibe or anything, but I might workshop that a bit until you use it in real life. Maybe just run it by a few people or something.
Fine. Very well.
I'm just saying.
I have to
I mean-
agree. The one thing is, I had a cousin named Miami. So it seems two first names seems like a poor choice for a fake
Right,
name.
yeah.
It's just kind of right there in front of you.
It's kind of a red flag, right?
That's what I'm saying.
Fine. I understand. She looks
I
at
would
her
like to
lightsaber,
record.
and she does minorly consider just killing all of you, but she's like, "That's fine."
Wait, have 3 names been recommended already? I didn't.
Well, she just mainly wanted to do Veronica Miami, and she's upset they didn't like that.
You could do 3 names. We have 3 names.
I'm Wit. I just said my name is Wit. It's fine. So, you guys are heading to Chandrilla. Now, escape pods often do sort of like crash land. But if anybody wants to attempt to pilot this thing, it is very
I'll
hard to
try it.
pilot.
Oh, it's too bad that we don't have a pilot amongst us.
Yeah.
If
All
only
right,
we
Lauke.
had someone talented
Now,
in this field.
Look, here's the sitch. Okay. I honestly don't know what to have an escape pod piloting attempt would be, but I'm actually gonna say it probably is closest to a starfighter.
All right, let's do it.
So you can do a general starfighter roll, but I am going to give you one penalty because you are coming into like atmosphere and like it doesn't fully have the stuff. You can get rid of the penalty by spending a force point. You can also spend more force points to even give yourself, additional bonuses on top of it.
I would like to inspire him if I could.
In that case, since he's the only person, you don't even have to roll for it because if you want to roll, you can inspire other people, but it's a number, and an easy success does it. So make the roll, yeah.
Do I get to do my I'm not such a bad pilot thing?
You
too?
also get to do You're Not Such a Bad Pilot, which I don't think any of them know about, so that'll be a real flex. So what did you roll on that, Eyestark?
62.
So that's a regular?
It is a success.
So if one other person you can give one other person a bonus on something in the next minute if you'd like.
I will give it to Layala just in case. I will say, you two have much talent with these spaceships.
All right, so because of that,
to get us home safe.
Because of that, that cancels out the one penalty you'd have. So right now it's a flat roll. Are you spending any force points? Lauke.
If I spend a force point, I get a bonus.
You get a bonus for every force point you spend. Yes.
I mean, I say
let's
spend it. We're almost done.
Okay, so you're going to spend 1. So now you have one bonus.
We'll spend
so,
2.
Okay, you have 3 bonuses. And hold on, get. He's going to do one last thing at the end. Okay, so roll your 3 bonuses on a starfighter check.
All right. So hold on.
Yep.
That one. That one. Okay, I have a 12. No, I have a 14 right now.
Okay, and now, because you do have I'm not such a bad pilot yourself, go ahead and explain what you're doing to them.
I'm rolling a d20 to subtract that from the total.
Legit.
9, so I have a 3.
A 3, cool. So basically, he kind of comes in, and he's just like, he's gliding it down smooth as silk, and you hear like she's like, my goodness,
I know he's good, right?
that's you're very good at this. And then there's a moment where like you might hit like a minor air pocket, and then instead just like glides that even more perfectly in. And in fact,
we do it.
You guys hear an emergency transmission being like, escape pod, we will come and find you wherever you land. Don't worry, Chandrilla is here to help. Escape pod, have no escape pod. You seem to be escape pod. Are you landing? And Lauke just with like, as so gently, like just like moon module, just tilts it up with thrusters, and then just daintily lands you guys on a platform. You don't even feel an impact. You feel a very gentle.
Sorry about the rough landing.
It's no big deal, mate. Everyone makes mistakes.
That was very impressive.
I'd say so, yeah. Not bad. Not half bad.
All right. So, she.
Boss,
kind of,
let's put it on the list. Get this man a spaceship.
Right,
Yes.
yeah. It's
That's
probably
why we wanted
high
our
on the
ship.
priority list.
She sort of hides. She hides all of her belongings and says, "Yes, I think you'll do any flying if we fly." She kicks it open. And says, "That being said, we're probably going to have customs coming to us soon. So, because none of you probably really remember the names you would identify as, we should hurry. This way."
Right.
And she kind of starts leading you out. You do see a few just customs agents sort of walking over. She you guys, I will roll for this though. She's pretty high on this though. She rolls a 14. Oh my god. So basically, and she just kind of walks out and she says, "Come." And then she just sort of looks over at a transformer box about 40-50 meters away, and she just goes, and then the transformer box explodes. Shower of sparks. And the people are like, "Oh my god," and they start running over to that, and she goes, "This way." And
Well, that was lucky.
oh yes. Very lucky.
I will take the recorder out and just very surreptitiously go, "Just a note, be very careful with this one. She is quite dangerous. Helpful, but dangerous. Do not cross her." And click it off.
Great. As you guys make your way through this, are you guys good to play a few more minutes, or do you want to leave it here? I'm kind of letting you guys have a little bit more.
Right.
She says, "Wonderful. I think we should probably try to steal a ship. I don't know that trying to resupply here makes the most sense. Anything you're
I'm
particularly...
pretty good with them.
Are you?
Yeah.
Like flying them or at?
Yes.
The mechanics overall might be able to.
Anything... Oh, anything you're particularly good at flying, Lauke? You guys are moving through, like a starport here, basically.
Oh, we're in a starport.
Yeah, you're
Not
he
in the
landed on a
natural-
platform in a starport. He just landed you next to ships
Right, yeah.
with a 3. He did.
Eyesdark is having a great time. He
Yeah.
just looks at Boz like, "This is like that one time on the planet. Do you remember?"
Right, on Kashyyyk.
Yes. Oh
Right,
man,
yeah.
this is exciting.
Lauke,
Right.
At least
we didn't
now-
even need to go through the underways to get to the
At
main
least now
place
we
and
don't have to
stuff.
steal a pilot too.
Lauke, anything
Right, yeah, it's perfect.
Lauke, anything you like to fly? Any types of vessels you're good at?
My specialty is more of the smaller variety.
Oh, fighter craft. Oh, yeah. that
But
probably
I
fits
can-
everyone.
Also fly freighters.
A freighter would be all right. Oh well, what about a gunboat? Those often fly a bit. Tell you what, Lauke, roll me a luck roll. Let's see how perfect a thing we can find for you. I know your luck is not high. Are there any
5-person fighters out there?
A gunboat is going to be the closest thing to that. We'll see how it would work. Yeah.
Can you use force points on the luck
You can use a force point on a luck roll, yes.
I will do that.
Okay.
So that means I get to
just re-roll
a bonus.
Or you can do one ahead of time and give yourself a bonus. Yes, for sure.
Yeah, that's what I was doing.
Awesome.
Question: is there a way to get more feats or facets in this game, or is it just like a DM decides when you gain?
It's more that, but there's ways. Okay. Like if you in game say I need to learn to do more stuff, there will be training or just lean into the dark side and they'll give you stuff for free. It's the easy path.
I got a 6, so an extreme.
A 6?
Yeah.
You are hitting it when it counts, my friend.
It was the bonus.
This is like the opposite of how Hanum rolled.
Low is actually exactly.
That's true. Yeah, that's true.
With an extreme success, I will say you can get a. I'll say you can get a gunboat that will handle like a fighter, but you're not gonna have like good accommodations, but it has many gunner turrets for people to use, so like it can fit everyone. And she goes, oh, how about that? And she points, and you see a sort of like there's really very little drawings of this era, but you basically see a Carillion engineering corps. We'll call this. I'm going to say they'll reuse the name later, so it'll have a different first thing, but this is a blast boat, is what she's sort of leading you to. We'll say this is a CEC, we'll call it a Stormbringer blast boat. There we go. Really wasn't ready for you guys to be on Chandrilla, but that's what's going on.
All right.
Sorry if we, just yeeted ourselves out of your poorer castle.
This is what this thing, it'll still be there. It's been there for 10,000 years already. So she kind of just moves you over to a blast boat and says,
Ayala?
I can give it a go.
Okay. She'll say, yes, try to, as you approach, however, there is somebody who's sort of like guarding it. Who's like kind of like approaching and going, sorry, private, well, actually, wait. Yeah, it's a dude. And it's a,
Ooh, does she have
64.
In particular, we mission this person.
It is a Togruta, in fact. A Togruta guard is kind of stepping up, going, oh yeah, sorry, this is wrong area. She's just going to go, we're here to inspect your vessel.
Icedark had put his hand on his concealed weapon he's about to pull out.
I'll pull out a tool.
The rolls are.
Not threatening, just
I rolled an 86 for that person's willpower, which is a standard would be a failure, and she rolled a 28, which is an extreme for her mind tricks. So the person goes, oh, great, you're here to inspect the ship. And she goes, perfect, yes. And you also see that her little cylinder's in her hand, and she was ready to just kind of whoop, but all's well. And so you guys just march up, and he goes, oh, well, here, let me open it for you. And he goes over to the Stormbringer blast boat and just beep 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 beep, and the doors open.
Nice.
Thanks, Mike.
Yeah, of course. And she kind of then turns back to him. I'll let her keep this on her roll, and she says, you should really go get something cold to drink. I should go get something cold to drink. Yeah, you guys have this, and he just wanders away.
You don't do that to me.
You are very convincing.
I've already done it to you all several times.
Like me, or me, other me?
No, I haven't done it. I'm joking.
That is a good one. She's very gullible, but good with tools. So.
Wonderful. Well, go ahead and make sure there's no countermeasures aboard this vessel, if you would. And she kind of just closes the door. There's plenty of room in here. There are a couple of little, like, fold-down bunks as well as fold-down seats, acceleration couches. But for the most part, there are, like, multiple gun turrets. There's gun turrets for, like, 6. There's, like, 6 turrets on this blast boat.
Right.
And there's one sort of pilot seat and, like, a little co-pilot seat right behind it. And then she says, go ahead and, yes, why don't you... So basically, Layala, if you will just make a, this is not your kind of ship, so this is going to be a general repair check, just to kind of look things over. Make sure to use... And make sure to use your bonus on that.
Bonus, yeah.
And Lauke, I want you to actually make, I'll tell you how I'll do this. Make a freighter check for me. Just, like, looking it over in its freighter way, you know?
Yep.
This is not you actually flying it. This is you, like, getting the sense of it.
So no extra.
No extra, but yeah, it's not a, yeah.
I got a 7.
A 7?
So extreme.
Okay, so
success.
basically, you look at this and you're like, I get this. You're like, I can make this handle like a fighter. So you may use your Starfighter General for this.
All right.
Hell yeah.
Instead of
Oh my
freighter
god.
ships. Because these are supposed to be pretty rough. Layala, what did you roll for your repair? A 1?
1.
Yeah, I did.
Team
Look,
Chiss.
these rolls.
Yo!
So
Yeah.
basically,
Chiss in the house.
Chiss, oh my god.
The Chiss are coming in clutch.
Get us out of that crazy horror castle.
And basically, you guys are just like, cool. Oh man, so I gotta build a Stormbringer blast boat for next week. We're gonna just use the Outrider for this, for your blast off here. So as you
Actually, I
guys,
have to build one for tomorrow.
Oh no.
I have to build this. I literally have to build this tomorrow. Thanks for that reminder. I genuinely might have forgotten that. So with that, the Chiss just are like, Layala's just like, beep, beep. She's like, so yeah, Layala, you're like, okay, cool. All countermeasures. Oh, I'll just reprogram these to. That's easy enough. And Layala's like, oh, cool. It's fueled up. It's all fueled up. It's fueled up. Everything's charged. Great, we're good.
Perfect.
Look, I have to ask, can you program this to fly without you here?
Why don't we get out of the system first and then get out of it?
You know,
Yeah, let's.
all things considered, we're not going to make sure that he is not needed. So no, we will not be doing that. And also,
I mean,
do that.
like, we might need to do that because we don't know if there's a pilot in the other versions of us.
You know what?
We'll turn to Wit. Can you fly?
Yes, I don't think as well as you. In that case, maybe let's get into hyperspace.
Right, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Just in case there's any danger of us, And so basically, in other words, Lauke. Go ahead and make a piloting roll to basically you guys get this ship up, no problem. Oh my god, it's almost 10. Ooh, what's Philip gonna do?
So I rolled a 17 and then I rolled a 20 on the 20.
So in that case,
Nice.
it defaults to a 1. So yeah, basically, just without issue, you get this ship up, and you take off just like a bolt, like phew, just spinning. And I'm actually going to use the Virago instead. I'll use a Shizor ship from Shadows of the Empire. Man, I kind of just want to use this. This is a cool ship anyway.
Look at
I
that.
still like
Really
Lego.
cool. Yeah.
This thing's rad. Like, going up, and you do get a ping where they say, Stormbringer blast boat. Oh shoot. Hold on. Kevin, roll me a d10. Let's see what the name of this is. I'm going to the spaceship
1.
name generator on Star Wars.
1.
A 1? Okay, great. Sorry.
Rolling low no matter
There
what.
she were
huh?
going. Yeah.
I know. This is, alright.
That's all we get for the rest of this campaign.
Spaceship. A 1
Using
is...
them all.
Oh, that's fun. Tell you what, that's only a single roll. Roll another D10 for me.
A 0. So 10.
A 0? This is called the Rhodian Dexterity. Rhodian Dexterity, this is Chandra the Control. We have not quite cleared you for launch. Please just return to the landing platform and we'll get you cleared in just a few moments. We assure you. And she says, go. The way you are flying is great.
We're ignoring that, right?
Can I get on the comm?
Sure.
And reply? I don't know the words to use, but I want to do it in the most official, diplomatic way that I have experience doing.
Sure.
Just using names and words. It doesn't matter if they're alive or not.
Understood.
I'll have to double check.
Go ahead and just make a culture roll in that case. But no, actually, you're so good at that. I'm sure you're also good at this. Yeah, let's just do it as persuasion based. Oh no, this is more deceiving because you're trying to convince them that this is all legit. So do a deceive roll.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and use my luck points. I'm use 9 luck points and make that into a 30 for a hard success.
Beautiful. So don't click deceive because you used luck points.
It was a success anyway,
Indeed.
though. So would I click it anyhow?
You don't click it anyway because even if you use luck to make it better, it still doesn't count because it was kind of the thing you wound up needing or doing doesn't count for it. Yeah,
it's worth it. I'll do it.
I think that's a logical thing. So with that, you guys were like, boom. They're like, oh, well, in that case, are you sure? In that case, the dick move I was gonna do was have you roll a luck roll to see if like patrol cruiser is coming right when I cut them away. But instead, you guys get free of the planet without issue because of Izdark's just like confusing babble and Lauke's ridiculous negative score flying.
Negative piloting.
And with this, at this point, it's like, I'm not such a bad pilot yourself. Yeah, understatement. You clear the gravity well. You guys hit the hyperdrive. And Wit sort of basically says, well, I think this is the start of a beautiful... And your eyes go yellow.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, they're gonna be so confused.
I'm assuming she gave us coordinates, right? That were...
I'm so excited.
She would have
for them
given you
to
guys
find out what's
coordinates.
happening.
You guys just... I was shocked that she said, we need to leave right now. And your guys was like, all right, let's go. It makes sense.
What was this new bodies?
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have any attachment to the horror castle.
Yeah.
Sorry, you had something really cool planned.
Oh no, Beth is going to genuinely be sad about her droid, though.
I know, I feel so bad, but also we hated the droids.
No, you guys, you did exactly
just
what
lost-
you would have done.
We lost all the pets. The droid. We lost the fucking Rancor.
Mm-hmm.
I feel bad for our partners.
Wait,
in
is the
crime.
Rancor a pet?
Well, you know, we lost all of our entire
That's true.
lives.
We
So
lost our bodies.
yeah, we lost our body.
guys.
Yeah.
Androids. They're
Also, I want to give it up to. So first of all, Kevin, way to get some rolls in.
Yeah.
I know you often have rolled so bad, but you rolled so well tonight. So well done. I'm
Used
also
it up
going
for the
to
whole
ask
time.
everyone if you would please go ahead and roll for your improvements. If you would. Remember, in this case, I say this because it's still early days of this, please, you are trying to roll above anything that you clicked, above the numbers. And in particular, I'm actually going to look and see who did what. So, Jed, would you do me a favor and just do look first? You're trying to beat a 55.
Sure.
Or even if you've already started.
I did everything else, so I'll do the look now.
Cool.
Nope. I rolled an 8.
Wonderful. So, yeah, unclick look then. Let's see, Kevin. Did you get any physical or senses? Yeah. Would you do a smell taste for me, Kevin?
What do I have to get for a...
You have to get a 96
99
or higher.
0
Right.
improvements today.
I got a 5.
So that's a big no. So unclick smell taste, and then you can sort of just do the rest of them as you'd like. Also, please remember to try to improve your luck. It's the same way you try to roll over your luck score. All that good stuff. Jeremy, did you have any physical or sense today?
I did.
You did?
No, I did the. I only got 2 rolls, and they were blasters and tracking, which
Fair
I both
enough.
succeeded on. So.
And then I guess also, Lauren, will you do your smell taste of 73?
I did. It improved by 3.
It improved by 3.
And
Okay, so
then
leave that clicked. So you're the only one that improved.
I
a
rolled an
physical
80,
thing.
and my score is 80.
You do improve if you meet it.
Oh,
And then
okay.
if you improve, it's a 10.
You improve it, yeah.
D10.
Roll a d10 if you improve. Okay, so the only person I'm just gonna put that on Beth's right now. And so I know that, for anyone who's watching this, I'll just explain what we're doing here is that you do roll to improve any skill you succeeded on. Usually you're trying to roll low, but in this case you try to roll high. If you manage to roll higher, you get to incrementally increase any score that you succeeded on. And the fun thing in this game is if they increase any of their physical or sense talents, it actually applies to the other body, or to the other character, because they're in the same body.
Right, if you're joining late, we are spirits inhabiting the bodies of another game that happens on Monday, and we switch off control every time.
It's just delightful.
So where we end, they pick up.
Yeah.
Still couldn't improve the luck, even though it's 47.
That is actually insane. I am so sorry.
The low stuff keeps coming.
Wit edge. Also, somebody who was rolling preposterously well, because you guys, I mean, like, Wit has a little bit of bonus to her deception, but not absurd, but she was just rolling, she was just throwing 13. She didn't roll under a 20 on any of her attempts to just, which is not to say I'm out of I'm not saying she's lying to you, but I'm just sort of saying she's,
She's a Sith.
You guys
Makes sense.
Yeah, you guys were just like,
well, this is
good.
This is like
also has
old
lines.
Empire Sith, right? This is so it's not like the Galactic Empire is what the Galactic Empire is in.
But
the,
she's a Jedi.
Civil War area.
She's got game,
No, this is like Darth Bane era.
Okay, so this is like darker Empire than in the Old Republic.
Oh yeah. Well, it's interesting. It's a fragmented Sith Empire. Like, there's every Darth has their own planet and rules it however they want to. It's still, that kind of stuff. Well, great, guys. Thank you for doing that. You can do any more improvements and such. I want to say, obviously, if you enjoy this, please join us next week in this game on Sunday night for another Luminous Beings. But if you want to see, we'll see what happens to these characters. But if you want to see what happens aboard this ship, join us tomorrow night for
Crude Matter.
For Crude Matter. I just realized, what if they attack this thing?
Wait, what?
What if they attack her in the ship? She's like, don't worry, you're all coming with me. And they're like, kill her.
Yeah, they don't find the voice recorder.
She's like, oh, well, back to the drawing board. Then you guys just wake up in new bodies. Well, in that case, Dark Tales. Well, in that case, we also have on Tuesdays we have Grey in the Dark, our noir game. On Fridays we have Blood from a Stone. Blood from a Stone. This week is session 51. After that is session 52, a multiple of 13. Our huge 1-year anniversary of Blood from a Stone. 52 weeks, no breaks, everything. It's just everything. It's so fun. So please enjoy those on Friday nights. It's a horror game. It's also sci-fi right now. Ironically, it's using an old version of the Star Wars RPG from the 80s and 90s, the D6 system, and we're not using that in our official Star Wars game. I don't know what's happening. Everything's crazy. Go to our About page to find out about our wonderful players. Go to our Discord. We post recaps there, all that fun stuff. Anybody else want to add anything or talk about stuff? Nope. We're all good. Thank you all so much for watching this madness. They did something so unexpected. Made, in terms of progress of things happen. I mean, you guys visited. You've been in multiple spaceships. You stole a space. This is crazy. So we will end this by simply saying thank you for watching, and the Force will be with you always. Good night, everybody.